Hello, hi. Um, Sorry for the delayed start. Slight schedule conflicts, they happen. Um, but we are back with some more Pathfinder. We're gonna run kind of a light session tonight, probably shorter one as well. Maybe we'll only go for a couple hours or so, but take care of some like odds and ends and some role play. So last week, you guys finished up your business in the Dead Warrens by giving your newest member of the Hoard, Theo, a proper introduction to the way you do things. You took out the Darrow, although according to Sin, it's a halfling, necromancer Vrieg, as well as the zombified corpse of one Gadron Lamb. You collected your loot. You went back to the Citadel, collected your reward, and soon after, you received word that Queen Iliosa had found another scapegoat or murder suspect, as it were, and that person was scheduled to be executed. So Cressida decided to send you guys down to the castle courtyard to watch the proceedings and also just collect information, just be on the lookout for anything suspicious. So you go, you get yourselves kind of assimilated into the crowd. You notice that the crowd is mostly nobility, and then after a short time, the queen stepped out onto a balcony of sorts and addressed the crowd. She gave a speech about serving justice for the city, saying that the accused is the source of everyone's pain as far as the king's death is concerned, and the executioner took off the hood from this scapegoat to reveal none other than Nadia's missing sister. She looked really scared. They set her up in the guillotine, but the entity known as Blackjack made a daring rescue, sparing Vondilla from a cruel fate and getting her to safety via you guys. He left her with you, told you all to get her to safety before he made his own escape, before the executioner could make him pay for ruining the ceremony of sorts. So you guys left the courtyard. You made a hasty retreat to Zalara's former home. And for now, you have holed yourself in there. Grau and Sarah went to the Citadel to update Cressida on what was happening. But Grau stayed at the Citadel. Sarah has since returned. And I think were you guys gonna just take it easy the rest of the day? Or are you gonna do some shopping? I remember that was a part of the discussions in our chat.
Shopping.
We can also fast forward a few days if you want. You know, there's a lot of things we can do.
I'm broke. I got no money to go shopping.
If we fast forward a few days, can we do the thing that we were talking about where I can retrain one of my feats?
Yeah.
Yeah, this downtime kind of makes
shopping.
sense. We're waiting for the city's chaos to settle a little bit. We're running around doing errands day to day, making sure where we are staying is relatively controlled and not rioting, and then studying, I guess, would be the rest of the time. So it kind of makes sense if you want to retrain.
Retrain.
So there was.
First shop.
I'm pretty sure there was some kind of gold income from last session. If you didn't add it to your sheet already, then I will have to find the amount. But I think it was. Where is it? It's in my notes. It's got to be in my notes here. Yeah. So total of 850 gold pieces was paid out from Cressida, being 1,000 for returning the parts of Gaken's body minus 150 gold as the spellcasting cost to restore Sin's eyesight. So split evenly amongst the party. That's 170 gold. If you didn't already add it to your sheet, feel free to do so now because I didn't do it in my prep work. Because I wasn't
How
sure
much?
170 because I wasn't sure who did and who didn't. So everyone, if you
Each?
yeah, it'd be 170
sure
each if
I
you,
did.
if
Some
you haven't
did
already. I'm sure that at least one or two of you did, but I didn't want to
I
assume.
think I had done it, but I don't remember. No, I didn't.
I'm gonna look at my golds.
Sort that out.
So
I have
Or-
205, so I'm gonna assume that I did it.
Yeah, you probably did it then.
I did not, but I did it now.
Okay, cool.
I have 170 gold pieces, so yeah, that's all the gold I had because I had nothing before that. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Silk rope.
Steve, why are you so broke?
I don't know if Nadia
'Cause I
did or
keep
didn't, but she
giving
also
stuff
hasn't
away.
spent anything. So I'm going to assume that she didn't.
I'm just gonna hope that you're doing stuff right because there's a major cost disparity.
All right.
I forgone. I gave
forgore.
I forgot gold when I took certain major loot items instead. I was like, if I'm taking this item, I won't take a share of gold. So that's happened a few times.
Oh yeah, that has happened.
Oh, also, by the way, this is our unlucky 13th episode.
No.
That means
So-
one of us is
Unlucky.
gonna
That
die
just makes me
now.
incredibly lucky.
This is 12.
No, in my
Not
notes
it.
it's 13. Oh, I just don't know how to count. Never mind.
It's okay.
Lol.
Yeah, me worried for a second. I was like, oh, wait a second.
No, I got really excited and labeled last week as 12.
Gotcha.
I want silk rope. I believe was the thing I established.
Yeah, so I made a list of the things that everybody wants. Well, at least the two of you want
Ooh,
because
kinky.
Yeah.
What you
Not
gonna
every-
do with the silk rope?
not everybody.
Huh?
Not everybody answered me, so I made the list.
Tie all my weapons up together along like the 100-foot length at like 10 to 20-foot intervals. So when I inevitably get mad and hurt them at someone, I can pull the other one out the bag and pull the one I threw back to me later.
Yeah. Sarah does not know.
Yeah,
Sarah
his
does not want for anything.
weapons, wink, wink.
She's down to like wander and shop with others, and if something catches her eye, she will get it. But there is nothing in particular that she is thinking of.
Okay, that is fair.
I want health potions and
Rap gods and
We don't need health potions. We can optimize and use an infernal healing wand. Very good.
yes,
Very good.
yes, but I won't. I'm Reef, and I want at least 1 or 2 potions to have on my dumb self because I usually put myself in dumb situations outside of people's reach.
He admits it.
That is very true. You make very dumb
Especially mine.
decisions.
In character, I can admit it. Out of character, I can admit it. Reef is stupid and does stupid things and tries to mitigate the stupidity by telling everyone the stupid thing he's about to do. And then if no one tells him it's stupid, he kind of thinks it's a good idea.
We don't know if it's
that-
we don't know it's stupid until it's executed sometimes.
Just always
know.
assume that you're gonna make the stupid decision. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. I
Always
don't have the
assume
highest
stupid
intelligence.
decision.
My wisdom is not great. My wisdom is 12. My intelligence is 11. I am a step above an average bear.
Oh,
Don't
that's
worry
you
about it. I have
are
high
average
intelligence. I am
bear.
incredibly big
Wait,
brain.
wait. That explains if you're above the average bear, and that explains why women always choose the bear.
The bear.
I
that's
The
okay.
bear.
just had to throw that in there.
I
just had
I
to throw
choose
that
the
in there.
tree every night in my backyard.
Yes,
I also choose the tree because
Always
a
choose the
tree
tree.
can't hurt me.
the tree.
A bear can, and so can humans.
I like the
Tree-
colloquial
Tree
meaning
doesn't
of
hurt
word
unless the
tree,
tree falls.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
as well as the meaning of tree as in a oxygen provider.
I obviously can't choose a literal tree as a married person. That's not how that works. So
That's not how that works.
I don't know what's going
I
on at this
mean,
point, but
I
I
don't
am
know.
Chaos.
I'm just
I
bastardizing
choose
the
tree
bear
that's not really a tree.
thing.
I choose the tree that kind of grows and kind of has like 5 leaves, and if you smoke its flowers, it's a little fun.
Everyone here is in a legal state that's talking about doing these kind of things. Twitch, don't be mad at us. Boo-doo-doo.
I was very vague.
They can't
know.
get you for
You were
talking about
very
it. They
much
can
not.
get you
You
for
can
actually
actually,
doing it
in-
on stream if you're
if
not
you
in a
have
legal
a
state.
mature mark stream and it's legal in your state, you can actually imbibe on stream as long as you're not being wasted.
Yeah.
Unless they change the TOS.
Is
But I'm
is
not trying to press that line.
Vonda? Is that Nadia's twin, or did they just look really similar?
I don't think they're twins. I think
No, they're just seems. Nadia. Or is that your twin?
No,
no, they're
she's
not
my little sister.
little sister. Okay, that's
I
what
thought
it is.
I thought
It's a
she was the
sister
little
that she's
sister.
been searching for this whole time.
Why is she dressed like a cultist?
She was. We're hiding her.
No.
That was I made that in Hero Forge because I was like, this is probably what they would make her wear on her execution day. So
Yeah, she's just plain black clothing, making her look as villainous as possible.
I assumed maybe we gave her a change of clothes, and she's just like, I want to stick to the cultist clothes.
I don't blame
Change of
you.
clothes from where?
Vanilla's a cultist now.
I don't
Oh,
know.
God.
I'm pretty
What
sure
have their
Nadia
sisters
would have
turned
given her
into?
sister like a change of her clothes.
I mean, Corvosa's a big city. There's a lot going on. All right, so
Corvosa Doobie got it going on.
are we doing same day shopping, or are we resting, or time skipping, or
Shopping.
Shopping.
go shop straight away? Okay, so
Yeah.
sounds good to me. There are plenty of shops in Corvosa. Let me look at my list of places so I can tell you what they are and what they sell. I'll also move you guys to the map of the city itself, so that way I can ping things. Let's see. Let me make sure Theo Trinia is not here. Put Theo on this map so you guys can see everything. All right. Let's see. Shops in Corvosa. So I'll try to stick to the ones that are relevant to the list of items that you guys gave me. So for example, I'm not going to bother mentioning like the, like the seafood market or anything like that. All right. So we have so there is the Ironworks for starter that for starters that is S6 up in Old Corvosa. They specialize on what you would probably guess is wrought iron goods. They're a bit more of a factory than a proper smithy. They kind of just churn out lots of product, and the quality does suffer a little bit for it, but they have lots of things available. Let's see here. We have the dock trade, which is in North Point. That is going to be S7 up here, the main shore area. This is a market of questionable legality, offering goods that appear to be brand new, although most have some amount of minor damage to them. Some of you who are more familiar with the seedier dealings in Corvosa might know that a lot of the merchants here have ties to the Cerulean Society, which is the Thieves Guild, or other criminal organizations. We have this one you've already been to, I believe, Lavender, which is S9. Where are you? The Heights. Here we go. All the way to the west. This was the one that had, it was full of like perfumes and other sort of distractions that I think Sarah and Reef popped in there for a little bit before heading over to see DeVargo. I remember that at least. The Gilded Orrery is nearby, S10. This is going to be your magic item shop, as well as a purveyor of books on various arcane lore. There's also a proper bookstore in the Midland District, which right up here, 11 S11. It's just called Bookmaker. So very straightforward. Let's see. We have our old fishery, which you've already been to. The gold market, which is down here, 13. It's the largest marketplace in all of Corvosa. There's all manner of foods and arts and crafts and
Yes.
other
Rope.
other tchotchkes. And yeah, you probably find like a general store type of tent that would sell some rope. From all of these things come from Corvosa's own holdings as well as all over the rest of Varizia.
I want to see if we can find meta magic rods so our caster can use her touch spells to heal us from a distance. If they're viable.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be over at the Gilded Orrery for sure. Let's see here. There's one or two more that I wanted to mention before I let you guys go wild here. Next to the gold market is Aedrid's Walk, S14. Fittingly, there are 14 shops here in a semicircular shape. The shops there offer a variety of goods and services. You can find books and maps. You can find harrow readings. You can find tack and barding for horses, jewelry, some minor magical trinkets, various wondrous items, maybe some rings. There is a haberdashery. I love saying that word, just had to say it. Other stores include fishing supplies. There's a barber shop, or really just any general like hairdresser. Shops that sell knives, various smoke foods and jerky, clocks, clockwork trinkets, hunting supplies, and on the not so good end, you might find some watered down alcohol.
Sarah's gonna go for the finger.
Let's see here, and finally we have.
And she's dragging Reef with her.
Reef stumbling along.
We have the Green Market, which is all the way down south here in southern Corvosa, all the way in the southwest corner of the map here, S18. It's a small space, fully enclosed market, specializing in food, clothing, and various commodities that the citizenry need to survive. It also provides for the nobles. There's some jewelry. There's other luxuries there. In here, there's an interesting set of rules. Merchants in the Green Market are expressly forbidden from selling weapons, armor, or magic items. So where are we headed first?
Well, why are they
End of the Green
forbidden?
Market.
Reef wants to know why they're forbidden from selling magic items. Oh, in character. That was.
Yeah.
In my head, I think we're all talking in character, and Reef sitting there going, "I wonder why I can't get stuff there." Well, I want rope and meta magic rods, and then as
Which
feels
is why
they
I
just being
suggested
dragged
that we
away.
go there last, that we can get our magical items and then stuff our faces.
I kind of nod in agreement and just go follow the tiny human. Let's go.
Follow the time.
I am
Follow the
not
tiny
that
human.
tiny.
Reef towers over you, looking down, patting the top of your head.
Tiny human.
I'm pretty sure you're all tiny to me, he says, looking around at everyone.
I mean, relatively speaking, yes, but as a human, I'm not that tiny.
Well, you're a tiny.
Since
well,
starts levitating to look at you eye to eye.
I still pat you on top of the head anyway.
I pat you on the top of the head out of spite.
I kind of blink in surprise and go, touche.
And then he turned himself
Can't
into a
lose.
pickle. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Funniest thing.
So Reef is happy to follow along with whoever pulls him in whatever direction. So please all play nice and pull him in the same direction.
So Sarah pulls him in
Never-
the direction of
Sarah,
wherever we will find silk rope.
Sid immediately pulls him the exact opposite direction.
Sin the town. I look Sin and then I look
Tug of
at
war.
Sarah, and then I just
Don't
start
tug
trying
war
to
the
fly
coal.
upwards. I'm just gonna start trying to fly upwards with both of you attached to me because you're already levitating, so there's no resistance there.
Sarah feels the pole and lets go. She's like, wait, what?
I'm free. I look down and see you're still on the ground and go, wait, you're the one I wanted to follow. I flap back down.
So, silk rope?
Silk rope.
Silk rope.
Rope.
And we start heading toward what's the store that sells silk rope?
You'd probably find that in one of the more open markets. I would say probably the gold market, which is pretty close to your position. It's right over here.
Sweet.
So we head over there! Onward!
So
Onward.
You head over to
Oh,
the
tiny
gold
wallet.
market. You find a sort of general goods sort of cart. There is a middle-aged human man who is running the cart. He takes a look at all of you and says, well, you're not the first band of adventurers I've seen, but you're certainly one of the most interesting. And then he looks at Reef and sees all of Reef's injuries and is just like, you look like you've seen better days.
Reef kind of shrugs and goes, well, they're not open, so I would say it's an average day.
Pray tell, do you have silk rope?
He kind of chuckles and he just says, well, I suppose you're right, to Reef. And he says, yeah, of course. I've got some right here.
I need like 150 feet of it.
He kind of like raises
What
an
the
eye.
big flying man said.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and he's like, all right, that's it's quite an amount. What are you trying to do?
Reef just jumps his entire haversack of weapons all over the floor and goes, so all of these things, I get mad and I kind of hurt them sometimes when I'm fighting and I want them back. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not that magical, is I'm going to tie them each together to the rope at various increments. And then when I get mad and I hurt them and I pull the next one out of the bag, I can go find it later.
Sarah looks at Reef, looks at the dude, and just goes, private matters.
Right. Well, in that case, I won't ask any more questions. And he bundles up all of the rope. That is going to be, let's see here. That is going to be 30 gold for 150 feet of silk rope.
Okay, and then I'm going to buy a another set of about 20 feet. Separate.
Okay. So
So if
that,
we encounter anyone, we can tie them up and keep them as little hostages and take them along the way.
okay. So
Reese says this quietly-ish to Sarah.
he cuts the shorter length and he's just like, this isn't even worth charging you for. You've already bought so much. Here you go.
I clapped excitedly.
Do you happen to have health potions or anything of that nature, or can you tell us where to go for that?
Well, I gotta say my supply's getting a little scarce because of everything that's going on in the city, but yeah, I've got a couple left. I have two cure light potions left.
Sarah takes those. So also, I'm gonna take those.
Okay, great. That's gonna be, let me just remind myself of the price real fast. That is 50 gold apiece, so 100 total.
Cutting me real deep. But alright. So she takes it, immediately uncorks them, and shoves them into Reef's mouth.
Reef just turns to look at you and say something and just gets a cork full and just goes tilts his head back
You
and
see,
starts
Sarah, I
drinking.
told you waterboarding the dragon is the best way to heal him.
What did I just drink? What was that? Drugs?
It's
or
a
heal-
health potion. Here, have another one. Uncorks the second one, pops it in his mouth.
I'm gonna proceed to chug both health potions and then look at the bed and go, another! Smashing the glass on the counter and putting 50 gold on the counter for whatever health potions he has left.
I already paid. Oh, I think I took the last of them.
Yeah, that was the last.
Well,
of the
I'm
stock.
yeah, but Reef doesn't know that. He just
And Sarah
stupidly.
just looks at me.
He
and
just
Reef,
said.
I bought him out. I bought him out. We're done. That's it.
I know, but Reef was in his own little world playing with his brand new rope. Like,
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair. I
Am I there with them?
You're everybody's together. Yes. I
Yes,
made
you are.
the I made the rolls.
I'm good.
I made the rolls for the healing. You recovered 9 hit points.
Thank you.
I was gonna say that you could have just asked me to heal you instead of wasting those.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not. We could use those for battle later.
We are the healers now. We are the healers now.
I'll find more. And then I look at the shopkeep and I go, I will clean up that mess. Do you have a broom?
He's already handed you a broom. Yeah. He's
in panic. I start sweeping a little bit with my wing going and look up to the broom and go, that makes more sense. Okay.
he just
So
said.
do
he
the
just-
wings, are they fully functional? Like
Yes.
I turned
High five.
to Kim's character. Forget Kim's character's name.
Sarah.
Sarah. Oh, what was that? I was fucking trying to remember what it was without looking at my computer screen. I turned to Sarah and be like, so the wings, they're fully functional?
his, yes. I don't have wings.
Obviously you don't have wings. I'm not talking about you.
Well,
I
that was
flap.
rude.
I flap. They work. And I'm hovering in the shop as I'm brooming, making sure not to step on the glass that I shattered.
Brooming?
Help.
Did you just say brooming?
I did that because I did it wrong the other day and everyone made fun of me.
Brr.
So I did it again for
It's
fun to see who else would be
sweeping.
mad. It's sweeping, I
It's
know.
sweeping.
I know, but I made a funny the other day
Brooming.
and now I'm stuck in saying brooming just to upset everyone.
I'm.
Reef pats
Can
you
I
on the head and
spend
goes,
1 gold coin to get a bowl of cereal?
I mean, you got the spoon of feeding, so you don't
Trail
really need to
mix.
buy cereal.
That is true.
Well, I the human person behind this character is hungry, so I'm just role playing that I'm gonna be eating cereal while we play.
That's fine.
I'm
The
sure
problem with that magical spoon is that it gives you the fantasy equivalent
Gross
of
gruel.
MREs. So it's just
yeah.
Yo,
I'm
I'm
also-
already okay. Like,
depending on what ones. Some were trash. Some were absolute trash. In character, Reef, back to the guy, looks at him and goes as he's finishing up sweeping and throws out the rest of the broken bottle and goes, so I understand no more potions. Yes, but meta magic rods of meta magic. The thing that lets you do spells from close to far.
Sarah just looks at the guy and looks at him and goes, "But do you have meta magic wands?"
he just says, I don't, but the Gilded Orrery probably does.
Fantastic. Can you point me in that direction, please?
And yeah, he kind of just points towards, let's see, which number did I say it was again? 11, 10. He points to the northwest towards the area known as the Heights.
Sarah just looks at him, says thank you, and gives him a winning smile and walks away.
All right.
And drags
follow.
me, sorry, and
I
drags
follow.
Reef
I
with
follow.
her.
I follow.
So
Now-
she says, thanks for the help, smiles, and then grabs Reef's hand and takes him with her.
Reef is just floating behind you, being like, okay, you lead.
One potential issue is that the path to get to the Gilded Orrery is going to take you near the castle.
So
that means that we might be
I
spotted
know
by
a
the Queen's
sneaky- I
Guard.
know a sneaky way.
I look at Sin and I point and I go, we have thief. And then I point at me and I go, I have wings. Streets mean nothing.
And Sarah's just like, I'm
Streets
not a
mean everything.
fox, and walks towards Highbridge.
I shrug and I look at that and I go, I like Tiny Bar's attitude. See, not tiny human. Reef says, looking down.
Still tiny, but not just human. We've advanced a little bit.
And I start following, and we're making
Character
our way there.
development.
But I will pay attention from my little hover point, to see if there's any guards that we know of that are might be more so on the queen's side than actual justice. and or any other people that we should be worried about. And if they bother us, I will bother them back, Reef says to everyone else.
Damn. That's cold blooded.
Reef is really, really good at his words.
I
Excellent.
want a joke there because aren't you like related to dragons?
Yes. No, I know it was a joke. I just thought it was funny because it was a double entendre for me because Reef was terrible with his words.
Oh.
And also he is a cold-blooded dragon. I got your joke.
Yay, I'm funny.
Yay. Yay, I'm involved.
I was about to say that. Yay, I'm involved.
That is iconic Reef.
Okay, so those of you who are attempting to be stealthy going by the castle can give me a stealth roll. If others just don't care, you don't have to. But
I mean, I'll try.
Stealthy boy.
How much does the rope weigh, by the way? Should I?
I just had it up. It is silk rope is 5 pounds per 50 feet. So you have 170 feet, so that would be 17 pounds.
Can do. Gonna write that there.
All right, so those of you who are attempting to stealthily make your way past the castle are reasonably so. You notice that there is not a lot of guard presence around the castle itself, at least not outwardly. It would seem that today's events have kind of caused the closest of the royal guard to retreat inside with the queen, so
Makes sense.
not a lot of obvious presence from them. So you really have no issue getting past the castle, and you make your way over to the magic item shop in the city of the Gilded Orrery. Inside is a rather what's the word I'm looking for here? A distinguished looking older woman who runs the store. She's seen a lot in her years, and she sees the 5 of you walk in, and kind of like the guy at the general store, there's kind of like an extended gaze being given in your direction, just like, man, this is quite a group of people. But eventually, after she sees you browsing for a moment or two, she makes her way over and greets you all and says, "Welcome to the Gilded Orrery. What can I help you find today?"
Reef perks up and
What do you
goes,
sell?
well, that's a good first question, I suppose.
So the Gilded Orrery sells, as I said earlier, it sells all manner of magic items. And let's see here. Yeah, magic items and texts that many of the books in the store are related to conjuration magic, as well as just general arcane lore. But yeah, the main focus here is magic items and the rather wide selection of them that they have. Now, some of the shelves in here in cases do stand empty. Given the state of the city, there have been a lot of panic purchases over the last couple of weeks since the king's death. So you might not find everything you need, but still a pretty good stock to be
Healing
found.
items would be nice.
Hey, you got any infernal healing ones?
She almost balks at the question. She just says, "I do not deal in such unholy items."
You
Fine, I'll find someone else who will have one.
Why do you need infernal healing items? Why not just regular healing items?
Because Infernal Healing is a better spell than Cure Light Wounds is.
Is it though?
It is. It's
Is it?
yeah, it's guaranteed healing instead of rolling for a chance.
Is it?
I promise you, it's better healing.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's more healing per charge, but it is a lot less useful in combat than the alternative.
Ha!
I mean, healing out of
Damn.
combat is pretty damn useful.
So Reef's just looking between the two of them, and his head's going back and forth like a ping pong ball.
Sarah is ignoring all of them and looking at the books.
I'm
at the book
looking
with
and
you.
saying, "This is a lot.
Whoa.
I don't know what to do with this." And then
Sorry.
panics. You're good. You're good.
Sorry, if y'all keep
Panically,
belching in my ears, gonna catch these hands.
Keep
Are you
doing
gonna-
it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Are you gonna solve your problem the Texas way?
Texas way.
With
So-
bacon and mayonnaise?
What?
No, they're firearms.
Oh, I was thinking of the wrong Texas way then. I was thinking of the food. You were thinking of the pew
barbecue.
pews.
I mean, to be honest, the Texas way kind of translates in our game to the Ursuline way. You solve things with guns.
It's true.
Okay, what I was saying is Reef is asking about any meta magic rods, health potions, and looks at her and goes, or wands of like healing in any form, infernal or not. I don't know why you're being so prejudiced. You're a human being, and I have no issues with you. I'm a fucking dragon. What does that matter? Infernal or not, I tap my friend doesn't mean they're bad. Does it? Does it, buddy?
I'm just gonna be like,
They
I don't
kindly
think we should
forget.
push her buttons. Let's not
I-
push the shopkeep buttons.
I'm not pushing buttons. I'm saying what I wanted.
Yeah,
Reef's
I can
looking at
foresee you
Theo.
pushing buttons.
Reef kind of shrinks himself a little bit and going, well, I wasn't trying to this time. I'm sorry, man. Was I pushing buttons?
Reese's puff, Reese's puff.
She just says, "No, I'm happy to help, but
Okay.
you
Then
are
yes,
you're quite an interesting group."
I would definitely say I want
Interesting
meta
woman, I feel.
magic rods, health potions, wands of cure light wounds, wands of cure moderate wounds, mage armor wands, spectral hand wands, books to do cool things with conjugation magic that blood ragers could do. Do you have anything for blood ragers? And he just stares at her with like a really cute, expectant face. Just be like, huh?
All right, so I
Golden
will.
retriever mode is activated.
I'll kind of just cut to the pricing here. Metamagic the metamagic rod that you are wanting is the extend spell one. Which that increases, oh no, not extend spell. I think it's reach. Yeah, reach spell, not extend spell. Yes. Let's see here, reach spell. Yeah. All right. So reach spell is probably out of your
Periodically, it's really loud.
reach spell, even the lesser one is probably out of your price range. It's listed at 3,000 gold.
Oh Jesus!
Any level 1 spell wand is 750. So that's going to include your cure light wounds or mage armor.
Hey! In the chat, Tristan, that's not very Texas of you. That's a little bit
Very
too liberal
Texas.
for Texas.
What's
True,
up
but
to
I'm
the
dark,
rule?
so I'm allowed to call racist.
Keep
Anyway,
going.
seriously though,
What?
guys, I recommend you don't buy the wand. I promise you, infernal healing will be better outside of combat. And for in combat, we have Natalie. So if y'all want to buy the wand, be my guest. I'm just saying, infernal healing is just better.
Reef is shrugging and going, both?
Both is expensive, so no.
Oh. We take both. I mean, not from your shop, ma'am, of course. We will be law-abiding citizens and pay for everything here, and we will not commandeer anything in the name of the guards, of course. I apologize for any
Jeez.
confusion.
Theo,
on my-
Theo takes his
She
hands
just-
away from the items and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't trying to steal anything.
Sarah hears this, figures she should finally pay attention, looks around like Reef. please don't steal anything from the shops or threaten to steal anything from the shops. What the just let the fucking cleric get whatever the fuck she wants to do her job, and then she goes back to looking at her books.
I look at you and go, "There any romance novels in there?"
There's like, why the fuck would I read a romance novel?
I
We
don't-
both know why you would want a romance
I
novel.
don't know. Maybe I'm mixing you up with someone else I used to know. Huh. Okay. Anyway, Blood Rager
Now
books.
you're just
Blood Rager
somebody that I used to know.
Hey,
Sounds like
I
it might
was
be a good
singing
song.
it in my head.
I'll have to think about that. But anyway,
I
do what you
also
want.
imagine
Let
all
the
this in
fucking cleric
character.
get whatever she wants to do her damn job. And shop owner, I'm sorry. They're buffoons, but they're good buffoons. None of them are going to steal anything. They're just idiots. And I go back to doing what I'm doing.
She just says, I make no assumptions.
I look at her and I go, "For the record, I wouldn't have ever been stealing. I would have just been commandeering them in the name of the guard."
She,
I'm
I
looking at
step
books
2
with
steps
you.
back away from all the items that I was looking at, though, and now I'm standing
She-
awkwardly in the center of the room.
she pushes the cloak she's wearing just to the side, revealing several wands strapped to her hip, and she just says, believe me, no, you would not.
Reef
Hey,
just
guys,
claps
I
in
understand.
happiness and goes, "I like you."
Yeah, she
I'm
hears.
looking at books
Okay.
too.
She hears Sin's question and she says, "Nah, fresh out. I'm afraid. Someone from the castle came in and scooped them all up, all hasty like.
Of course they did.
They paid me, of course, but don't know when I'll be getting more in."
Rich bastards. All right, let me see. You don't have the one that I want. You don't get the iron stones. I'm good, guys. Let me know when you want to head out.
Well, Reef shrugs and goes, "But the rods and the Blood Rager books and the mage armor and the spectral hand and the any of those things matter? Anyone?"
So
know?
yeah, the
If
books.
you want to buy the mage armor's wand, be my guest. I'm just saying, if you want a healing wand, infernal healing is better.
Yes, I know, but there was other things. Reef trails off.
I'm just saying, that's
Um,
the items I'm interested in. If there's items you're interested in, be my guest. I'm just saying, I'm good whenever y'all are.
I'm raising my hand again in character and going, "But do you guys think they're good ideas? I don't know."
she
Mage
does.
armor idea? I don't know.
She walks over to the area where all the wands are, and she points out that she does have a mage armor wand, and she also does have a cure light wounds wand in stock. She also has. Let's see, what's her list of initial items here? So she has a couple of different types of armor and weapons that are magical. These include a spear, a set of full plate of armor, full plate armor. That's what I meant to say. A chain shirt. You see a warhammer, a rapier, some studded leather. There are some rings. There's a shield. There's a great sword. There's a headband. There's a pearl of power. There are
Girl of power.
a couple other rings. There's a staff even.
I look at the rings.
Mace. Okay, so the rings. She explains. Now a couple of them are pretty hefty price tags, but
So
there-
I'm looking.
there's
My hands
there's,
are behind my back. I'm leaning over the counter, looking down.
there's a ring of animal friendship, which that one. Basically, the wearer can activate the ring on command to essentially cast Charm Animal, which would allow you to make an animal regard you as a trusted friend. Saving throw applying, of course. There's also a ring of wizardry. Yeah, ring of wizardry. This is one of the more prized items in the store as far as the price tag is concerned. This ring of wizardry essentially doubles the amount of first level spell slots that an arcane caster can have per day. And finally, the third ring that she has on display is a ring of major fire resistance.
Okay. Reef kind of like takes note of all of those and just kind of shrugs and goes, okay, anything that I want is way too expensive. I look at her and I go, do you have any, well, I pull out the adamantine arrowhead I have in my bag and I go, do you have something I could use this to make this a makeshift dagger tip instead of just a, well, arrow tip in my bag? Do you have any like handles, hilts that I could use? I feel like throwing this at people is a bad idea, and I've almost lost it twice doing that.
She takes a look at the arrowhead and
I will be right back. Alex just arrived at Pizza Hut.
Got you.
Pizza Hut. All right, so yeah, she takes a look at the arrowhead and kind of looks down at like a box that's behind the counter that's filled with like random odds and ends, and she says, I might have something that I could attach for you. And she kind of digs around and she finds what was a scroll tube that had been broken in half. And it's on the thinner side, so it could potentially work for something. She kind of takes a look at each half and she sort of just chucks away the one half that she doesn't really like. She kind of, she's like taking visual measurements and she says, I don't really know if this will work, but she hands you the piece and gives you back the arrowhead and says, maybe you should try this. I was going to throw that out anyway, so it's on me. You can have it.
Reef excitedly looks at her and is graciously saying, thank you. I really, really hope I can make this work better because, well, I've already cut my hands a few times grabbing it out of the bag to throw it at someone to cut them more, but also me. And it's definitely not like the other shurikens I have. Do you have shurikens?
I would only carry magical ones, and I currently don't have any. I'm sorry.
I look at her and I nod and I say, well, okay, that's fair. Thank you. The last thing. Spectral hand wand, mage armor wand, or either of those things.
Yeah, she points to the mage armor wand that she showed you, that she mentioned earlier. Spectral hand. Let me look that up so I know what the price would be. Oh, that's a level 2 spell. It's gonna be more money. She does have that particular wand, but yeah, wow, that is a lot more money. Jeez.
Give me a sec, boyos.
She just says, sadly, I think this one's above your means, but again, I probably shouldn't assume. But here's the price, and she hands you a little slip of paper, and it's like 4,500 gold for a spectral wand, a spectral hand wand. Yeah, just because it's a level 2 spell. All the level 1 spells, like Mage Armor, Cure Light, those are 750.
I can't afford you. I this a lot. Okay, you're a nice lady. I leave store. I appreciate the short thing base part of I leave a little silver coin on the counter out of awkwardness because of everything I asked her and where I have literally done nothing of actually purchased anything except take a piece of trash from her shop. And just walk out of the door slowly and apologize apologetically. And goes on to the next shop to look for the things that I've stated already. And
She just says, there's no need to be sorry. I'm sure I'll see you again.
You will, definitely. When I have more money and I've done better jobs at my jobs and I make better paid decisions and I'm less holy, I'm coming back for some of those shinies. Paid for, of course. And I leave.
Sarah sees everybody leaving and is like, "Oh, thank you," and just
You
walks out.
guys, were you guys gonna buy anything else, or because I know you were looking at books?
I ain't,
so-
I ain't buying shit.
I was thinking Blood Rager spells, but I really don't need that.
Okay.
Fucking racists.
Sarah's like, "So food time?"
I mean, well, I mean, there were other items on the list. I don't know if you want me to.
Food
go-
time and rope time. I mean, not rope time. I have rope time. Weapon time. Sure.
Wait,
Is-
weapons first.
All right, so
'Cause where
I'll
we're going, there are no weapons.
move you guys over to the next store. Let me see. Where would that be? Probably I'd say probably the ironworks for the weapons that were on the list, and honestly, back to the gold market, I would say, for any armor. All right, so the ironworks are up this way.
I have to sell my crossbow anyway.
All right, so yeah, you arrive at the Corvosa Ironworks. Let me just remind myself of who is running this place. Let's see here. Corvosa. Where are you, Corvosa book? What the hell?
What's the plan, boys?
I would like some
Here we go.
shuriken and blow darts. Actually, no, I want the shurikens, and I look at Sin and I go, I want to buy a bunch of shurikens so we can coat them in the fucked up drugs that you have and throw them at people.
Sarah's like, "I need more arrows because I'm starting to run low. I also have to get rid of this crossbow because
What's
I
wrong
can't
with my
use it."
Yankee? Say that one more time before I try something.
I want to get more shurikens so we can cover them in the heinous drugs you have that fuck people up in a bad way and throw them at people.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of that. I'm gonna try to fix something real quick, but just to let you know, I think we mentioned something about weapons.
Yeah, we're going to get weapons from the ironworks, so we're gonna look at the weapons.
And to sell weapons because I need to get rid of this crossbow.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh my.
Cool. Yeah, so you get to the ironworks. Predictably, there is a gruff dwarf running the sort of front of house. He takes a look at all of you and just says, "Well, you're quite a band of adventurers. What can I do you for?"
Sarah puts the crossbow and bolts on the table and says, "How much?"
Okay, so which crossbow is this? The
Hold on.
repeating light crossbow?
Yes, it's like I have too many tabs. I lost roll 20.
All right, so yeah, repeating light crossbow. With bolts.
Including venom coated bolts because I can't use those.
Okay.
Excuse me.
He just he takes a look at all of them. Says, venom coated, huh? Not every day you see those coming through here. What do we say? 150.
Cool.
All right, then. Pleasure doing business. He grabs your money, places it on the counter before you.
Now, what do you have in terms of arrows, if anything?
Arrows, so they're Probably not here for the arrows. They're not like a Fletcher or anything like that.
Be right back.
They are
Cool.
an iron
Then-
factory. So yeah, those are probably back in the gold market.
Okay. No worries. Sorry, I completely forgot about it.
No, all good. All right, so I know there were some weapons that were talked about. I saw there was someone wanted a masterwork kukri. I think that was Sin. They got plenty of those. Plenty of masterwork weapons and any sort of metal armors in general. I mean, there's way more just like regular mundane weapons and armor than there are masterwork. Like I said, like they are more focused on putting out quantity over quality here. But there's still a decent selection of stuff that can be enchanted. The masterwork kukris in particular are 300. It's 308 gold. I'll put that in the chat just in case Tristan still can't.
All right. Holy hell. You know when your Wi-Fi's bad and it keeps saying in Discord that you leave the chat because the RTX was disconnected?
You know, I haven't had bad Wi-Fi since I moved out of my house.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think.
like you just said bad Wi-Fi, that means you once had experienced it.
Never to the degree that you're experiencing it.
I can't say I've
Well,
had that problem.
congratulations.
Someone's
Imagine that
very-
happening for like 10 seconds and oh my god, I wanted to kill someone. Illegally. Anyway,
Oh my.
The
I
Texas
miss.
way?
Only ever the
Of
Texas way.
course.
We were talking about the
Right,
weapons.
away,
Something
that much
is worth
money.
308 gold, I think
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. I put the prices for the two things
hell yeah.
he wanted in the text chat, just to avoid any issues.
Sure gonna buy that. I'm just do the but I appreciate that, by the way. I'm gonna pull up my calculator because I don't feel like doing math. Then I'll subtract that from the amount of gold I have. Just
How much
bye
gold do you
silver
have?
dagger. Hello, master. Let me see. Not including the extra coinage, I have about 1,500 gold pieces.
See, I'm gonna round
If you
off the total for those two
300 from
items
that,
to 480.
108 is. Oh, well, okay, fine. Then you have about little under 1,100 remaining. I think it's 1,080. No, wait, sorry. It's about 1,100. 1,120. There we go.
483.
Oh, wait, no. Just 1,020 because I'm dumb. 1,020.
Why 1,020? I got 1,022.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot your 2 coins.
Yeah, I rounded the price to 480, just to keep things at manageable numbers. I don't know. I figured he'd give you a couple gold off for buying 2 items. So we'll call
I
it
appreciate it.
480
You
for
know
the
how
kukri
complicated mathematics.
and the parade armor.
All right. So, who's the keeper again for the shop?
It's like a dwarf. It's a guy, and he's kind of your typical dwarf, like kind of gruff, but willing to help you out.
So he's not.
All right. I'm gonna
Is
thank
he a
him for not.
dwarf?
I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna thank him for not being racist like the last lady we went to.
I was gonna say I'm an elf. Is he not racist?
No, I mean,
Me, he's not. That's
you,
all
you
I care
could
about.
you can kind of tell from his demeanor that he's been living in Corvosa for a long time. So any sort of like racial prejudices he may have had have softened, just from always having to be around a wide range of people.
Okay.
Let's see what else was on.
I don't think Tim has a bad enough bone in him to play a racist character.
Oh no, I definitely do. I just haven't done it yet.
He just needs to channel his anger from the person who was yelling at his dogs.
There hasn't been.
Yeah, like
that fucking guy. Anyway,
role play is a thing, and
we-
we are living in a game that has characters and creatures and races and species that are literally in lore based to not like each other. It's a fair question when people make this comment.
absolutely.
Also, we have a variety of people playing this game.
for our viewers. I know some people might be hearing what we're saying and having it come across the wrong way. So everyone, just don't make assumptions. We're here having fun. We're playing games in a way that actually makes sense, and
I'm
we're
sorry,
playing
I'm
for a living
autistic.
world.
If you're only here for the racist
That
shit,
audience, I'm allowed to be racist.
if you're only here for the racist shit, come back next campaign because that campaign has a lot of elves in it. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, like, hopefully
Next
everyone
campaign, I'm playing
watching
a
has.
dwarf.
I was, of course, you would say something like that. I will say that
Bulgar.
the next campaign definitely works better if there are at least some elves, if not entirely elves. But you know,
I am specifically playing a dwarf bard that tries to get with all the elven ladies.
I'm okay with that, to be honest. I wouldn't
I-
even be mad. I wouldn't even be mad. I would help cover
I
you.
wouldn't be
I
mad
would
either.
make the elf. I would be the elf that would cover for you. So everyone comes in here and you are like being the most like you know all the elven costumes better than my character does. Like I'm the one who looks like a daft buffoon and you're just like, here, my lady.
Let me hold the door for you as I'm fucking
You
3
could
feet
also-
shorter than
Sim.
you.
you also put all your skill points into disguise because you want to try to pass yourself off as just like, you know,
A very
Short
short elf.
yeah, like a midget elf. Okay, we're getting off course here. All
I
right,
think
so
well, we're on the Pathfinder course.
no,
just
we
not
are,
the
we
correct
are, yeah,
book.
yeah,
We're just on the wrong book. That's all.
yeah. We're good. We're good.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, we're doing it. Okay,
Bringing
so
bringing it back.
Sin has
Sorry, I
his.
just shoved pizza in my face, so
Hell
I'm
yeah.
empty, no thoughts.
We love
We're
that.
back.
So Sin now has his
All
purchases,
floof. No brain.
which include
Does he have an
a.
acrobats pole?
Is there an
Uh,
apothecary nearby?
So okay, let me go in order here. He wouldn't have the acrobat's pillar because, like I said, this is like an iron factory. It's not like a woodworking place. Although you could probably find one of those in the gold market like, with all the other
Yeah.
random purchases that still need to be made.
My toes smell.
Apothecary, like, depends what you're looking for. Like, what do you want?
Because I have poison use, and I have one use of poison from what Sin gave me. I was thinking of getting a couple more to try out, putting them on my weapons and poisoning people.
You're probably looking for.
Yeah, I know a drug man that probably has some poisons.
You're probably looking for the dock trade, or yeah, you could also go to Eel's End and see DeVargo.
I'm too lawfully good for that. I really think I am I lawfully good? Hold on.
How do you know?
Are you
that?
lawful good?
I think we're
Pretty.
I'm neutral good.
neutral good.
Don't worry. Soon I'll turn you evil. Don't worry about it.
No, you won't.
Turning everyone evil.
I know. I made you pretty grouchy.
You made me grouchy, but not evil.
It was you and the dragon.
Brief smiles and waves.
Oh no.
Reef smiles. I hear them in the distance.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Reef just kind of smiles and waves when I hear it was you and the dragon. Not hearing any of the other context. In character, out of character, I heard everything.
Yep, you and the dragon. It was you and the dragon.
I'm gonna look.
Rice
How
and
about-
peas.
what about me, Nick?
I'm gonna look at everyone and go, okay, so we have makeshift Antamine Adderhair Darriger-ness happening. We have bunch of rope. Reef has tied all of his weapons at like 10 to 20 foot increments away from one another. 20 feet if they're bigger, 10 feet if they're smaller. And has shoved them all back into the handy haversack, except for his main weapon that he currently has out, which he's gone back to the glaive.
Okay.
And is looking at everyone and saying, okay, where to, what next?
All right, so for some of the other desired items, I would say probably just back to the gold market.
Cool.
If we're still looking for poisons and such, yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, dock trade or Eel's End for something like that. But yeah, we'll go back to the gold market first. And oh god, what did I just do? Put lines all over the map. All right.
How dare you?
I don't know. I don't know how I could ever be guilty of such a heinous crime. Where did we go now? There we go. Okay, I found where I need to put you guys. Okay, so back at the gold market, just walking through the space with all the merchants. You do locate an acrobat's pillar. I know Sin had requested that item.
Hell yeah.
That is going to run you, I believe it's 50
Alright.
gold. Let me.
My boyfriend is
About 50 gold.
requesting me to go outside because he got into a car accident today, so I will be stepping aside for momentarily. Like, give me like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no. Thank you for the heads up.
Appreciate it. Yep. Hopefully he's okay.
Sorry, unrelated.
to
Alex
text
is talking to a
away.
friend, and all I hear is, "Why are you letting your dog bully you?" She has a greyhound.
Right.
Sorry, she has a greyhound with half a brain cell that's somehow able
Why
to bully
you
her.
bully me? Why you bully me?
Guys.
What?
With this pillar, we can train. And if you train good enough, you'll be able to do
bought it?
better backflips. Say bought it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So yeah, 50
Uh,
gold. This is
Icon has arrows, please.
for those of you who
Oh yes.
are not familiar with what an acrobat's pillar is. It is a 40 pound item. It is a collapsible pillar, as it were. That when set up stands 7 feet tall. And the pillar has spring powered wood and brass arms that jut out from it sideways at different heights. Kind of, have you ever seen like a strike dummy, like a traditional strike
Yeah.
dummy, not like one of those like, you know, bob like things that they would use on like Deadliest Weapon or something like that, but like a proper martial arts
Okay.
strike dummy. Yeah, so basically you can set it up and wind the springs, and they will cause the arms to kind of wave erratically through the area within 10 feet. You know, and yeah, you would use this for training purposes to, you know, kind of practice your avoidance and evasion and other acrobatic techniques. The machine operates for a total of 10 minutes before needing to be rewound. And
Question:
yes.
Is there not already one of these at the Citadel, or like wherever it is that we've been staying?
This one is strangely a bit more sophisticated than the one at the Citadel. They have similar ones, but those don't have like the really the mechanisms. They're kind of just like a traditional strike dummy.
Wait, cool.
So you know how if you do a good if you move away from a person, they can hit you with an opportunity attack.
Yes. Yeah. Sarah's
If
asking
you train
because
properly with this thing. I don't know
Sin,
why
I'm
I asked. I'm
making
just
sure
saying
that
I
we
don't
are.
think they matter.
Sin, I'm asking because I wanted to make sure that you just didn't spend an obscene amount of money on something we already have.
Don't worry.
It's only 50 gold, but yeah.
Do they have something up like this at the training thing? Because I don't think.
Wait,
they
I'm sorry.
do,
Did you say it
but
was
do
only
they
50
actually have
gold?
one like
50
this?
gold for one of these, yeah.
No, never mind.
So
Damn.
yeah, Sarah already asked. They have like less sophisticated ones, like ones that aren't, you know, like spring loaded and able to like kind of wave around. It's just kind of just like stationary, you know, like you're yeah, nothing quite like this. So yeah, mechanics wise, you
I gotcha.
you spend 1 hour practicing with a pillar. You then make an acrobatics check with a DC of 20. If you succeed, you get a +2 to all acrobatics checks made to avoid attacks of opportunity for 24 hours or until you fail a check.
So,
Yeah, it's glorious.
Next question.
Uh-huh.
I can have my arrows.
Yes. What type of arrows are you looking for? There are lots of different kinds of arrows.
It depends on what. So I do want some poison arrows,
Okay.
as well as some but lots of regular arrows, some poison arrows, maybe some other like fancy type things.
All right, so let's see. I don't.
Oh, thank God, that reminds me. Sarah, I have something for you. I want you to use this, okay?
What is it?
I hand her my wand of magic missile. Listen, you can use your bow, but if you miss too many times with the bow, please use this.
It's like, okay, what is it that you just handed me?
It's a wand of magic missile. You cast it, then it yeets a magical energy
As
that
soon as he
literally
says
never
wand of
misses.
magic missile, Sarah just has this huge shit-eating grin on her face. She is so fucking excited.
Please take it. I'm begging you.
I was like, don't
You'll
tell
use
me.
a bow. What?
Oh, it's like, oh, I mean, well, no, she's saying this while having a shit-eating grin of just like trying to hide her excitement. Oh, I mean, I guess if I have to, I will
Yes, you have to.
try to use
Please
this.
take it.
Meanwhile, shit-eating grin, she is just so excited to try it out.
All right, so.
And just to make this a sweeter deal, okay? You're gonna have this wand. I don't know exactly what it does, but it uses acid damage. So have fun.
Can I do a check on it? Can
Sure.
I figure out what that wand does?
Yeah, it's spellcraft.
If I do a good enough backflip, will it help her?
I know nothing.
Okay.
You said this
Oh
was.
wait a minute. Oh wait a minute.
You said this was acid arrow wand.
I don't know exactly what it is. It just says unknown wand acid damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, out of game. I'm pretty sure that yes, it's an acid arrow wand.
What?
Or acid splash. It's one of those. I'll go back and
Figure out what this wand is, please.
Yeah. So Sarah doesn't know what it is, so I'm going to look at Nadia and be like, Nadia, help.
What do y'all want?
What does this wand do?
Why can't...
Stop being so damn grouchy. We found
Why
your
can't
sister.
help
Be
me
happy.
out?
It's in your job description.
Well, she's not
My
currently with
defense, I
us,
did
now is
try
she?
figuring out what it is, but I'm totally lost.
Well, maybe you should train into it.
Because I'm busy training in other shit.
So am I!
Yeah, I train into more shit like this. I do a
I
backflip.
did train in this, I just don't know.
I'm the one who doses caffeine in grams.
yeah, it's a wand of acid splash,
Okay.
which is a cantrip. It deals, I think it's 1d3 points of acid damage per use. I'm pretty sure it's a touch attack on that one.
I'm very certain it's a touch attack because I remember getting hit by that fucker.
Range touch attack, I believe. Yes, range touch attack. Okay. So arrows.
You can have these 2 wands. Just please use them more, okay?
Okay.
I ask. Okay.
So
Good trade.
arrows wise, you find tall, dark, and handsome half elf, with all kinds of bows and arrows at his stand. He sees you walk up and immediately turns on the charm, and he says, what's a pretty little thing like you doing at my stand? What can I get for you?
I would love to replenish my arrow stash. What you got?
All right, so first and foremost, he points you at like the huge amount of just regular ass arrows that he has. Those are 20 for 1 gold.
Okay.
He has some additional ones. He has some barbed arrows. Those are 20 for 2 gold.
So you said barbed arrows, and what else other than the regular arrows?
So yeah, he has the common ones, the barbed arrows. He has blunt tipped arrows, which game mechanics those just deal bludgeoning damage instead of piercing damage.
Okay.
They also allow you, if you choose, to deal non-lethal damage with an arrow, using the same attack roll penalty that anybody else would. Those are also 20 for 2 gold. He has incendiary arrows, which those are 20 for 10 gold. Essentially, you take a -1 to your attack roll when you're using an incendiary arrow. You can ignite up to 6 of them as a full round action before you fire them. And then once they are lit, they burn for 2 rounds and they deal an additional 1 point of fire damage on hit. On a critical hit, the target has to make a reflex save or else they catch on fire.
Cool. What else do we got?
Let's see. He has Tanglefoot arrows. Those are more expensive, like significantly more expensive. Those are just 1 for 20 gold. Given the use, those arrows are going to. Oh, I accidentally closed the window. Okay, so Tanglefoot arrows are resolved as touch attacks. They deal no damage, but they splash the target with an alchemical adhesive. Let's see here. They require a reflex save to avoid the effect. But otherwise they function the same as a Tanglefoot bag would. And he, again, continuing the charm. There's one other one before I get to this next one that he wants to show you. He has whistling arrows, which are 20 for 2 gold. The arrows appear to be designed with special grooves in them and fletching that cause them to emit like a loud whistling sound as they're flying through the air. The sound of the arrow can be heard within 500 feet of the flight path.
Okay.
And yeah, continuing to try to charm you, he says, I do have something a little extra special. And he pulls out a small bag, and you out of game would probably recognize what I'm about to get into from last campaign. These are pheromone arrows, which when or after a pheromone arrow hits a target, any creature that has the scent ability gains a +2 to attack and damage rolls against that target for up to 1 hour.
Okay. So Sarah's like, all right, I'm going to take 40 regular arrows,
Okay.
20 barbed arrows,
Okay.
and how much are, was it? It was, but the incendiary arrows were 20 for 2 or 10 for 2?
20 for 10.
Oh, it's 20 gold for 10 arrows.
No, 20 arrows for 10 gold.
20 arrows for 10 gold. Okay. I'll take 20 incendiary arrows. And how much are the pheromone arrows?
1 arrow for 15 gold.
Let's grab one of those.
Okay. So he bundles it all up. He knocks a few gold off for the bulk purchase, and again, just trying to schmooze a little bit. And he says, that'll be 30 gold.
Aw, you're a sweetheart. And
I'm the respiratory therapist. Yes.
gives him 30 gold.
He just says, well, no, I should be thanking you. Haven't really had much to look at today, so thanks for stopping by.
So Sarah, hearing this, actually is a little bit conflicted. She's like, oh, thank you. Well, gotta be going now. You have a good day.
You too.
I just finished helping
And
Justin
then he
get
kind of
right.
just goes about his business from there.
Do the
Yeah.
physical on this donor.
He seemed into you. Eh?
Nadia
Sarah's
suddenly
like-
Canadian?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Sarah's like, I mean, yeah, but that's not all that unusual, to be honest.
Oh, humble brag.
I don't mean it like that. I just. Sorry, I just assumed that like Nadia Urson said that.
No, I mean,
No, I didn't.
the voice from the
I
heavens.
It's like God came down and said, "Ooh, brag." I'm like, no, I don't mean it that way. I just.
Call it the inner monologue.
It's one thing when I'm doing it on purpose. When I'm not, it's super uncomfortable.
Consult with
Nah.
the transplant coordinator, not with the attending.
There was.
Yes, we
I'm muted. No wonder y'all haven't heard me.
Yeah,
Hello.
haven't. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
There
I'm
was
involved.
there was one other item on the list that we haven't addressed yet, and if there are any other desires, you can let me know and we'll take care of them. I know that Sin, you were looking for masterwork tools, right?
I believe so.
I know that was
Yeah.
on the list. So what skills are you looking for?
All right, let me see. Oh, so this is thing called Pathfinder Chronicles. It's basically the same thing except for knowledge-based skills. So I'm thinking getting I'm definitely gonna want stealth, acrobatics, and intimidation for me. Maybe get flying for Reef. Nadia needs all of them just because she's too bad, but we can't afford it, so she's got to live with it. And yeah,
I feel like I should be
don't know.
concerned that I escaped.
You're the bard. You should have good things, good skills, good brain.
I do have a good brain, thank you.
debatable.
Do you
Reef,
have
just sit down.
do you have a link to Adventurers Chronicle? Okay, that's what we're looking at here. You're saying Pathfinder Chronicles. I'm like, that's a series of books that Paizo put out. Those aren't items, but
Yes, that's why I was confused.
Adventurers Chronicle. That's what we're looking for here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Bud, this has chocolate. You're not getting any. Sorry.
let's see here. So, all right. So I need to make an important distinction here between an Adventurer's Chronicle and a Pathfinder's Chronicle.
What?
Pathfinder Chronicles, that's not something that you're just going to find in a market. Those are held within the walls of the various divisions and chapters of the Pathfinder Society that are all around the world. An Adventurer's Chronicle basically serves the same purpose. And you do find an older halfling man who has a few books for sale. He doesn't have a wide selection, but he does have a few that could fit the bill for something like what you're looking for. Which knowledge skill are you looking for in particular?
Local and dungeoneering.
Okay, so for one, he actually has a book about blackjack. Who, if you recall, is the heroic man who saved Nadia's sister from being executed.
Yeah, he saved Vanilla. I remember.
Vanilla, Jesus
Sarah
Christ.
Stop
rolls her
it.
eyes and goes, "Show off."
I would say that would suffice for knowledge local. Well, dungeoneering was the other one you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so You know what? Let's have a little fun with this. There has been a shockingly quick turnaround following the events of a now famous adventuring party who journeyed all over Vrizia and did a bunch of great deeds. And there is a book that he says this is a new release. Actually, just got it the other day from one Broderick Quink back in Sandpoint. It is a book that he wrote about your characters from the last campaign. And we will say that this will work for dungeoneering.
Hell yeah.
Actually, to tailor it for dungeoneering, we will say that the book is specifically about all of the things that you guys did and found inside Runeforge. So each of these books, much like any other masterwork tool, is going to be 50 gold. So 100 total for the pair.
Easy math.
Yeah.
All right, I thank him. He is dope. Now for does he have any masterwork tools? What do I have already? Now I think about it.
He doesn't. He kind of just has books. But there are other stands around where you could find similar items. What skills are we looking for?
Let me see. Were we gonna go big on money? I want one for acrobatics, one for disabled device, one for intimidate, and then oh fuck! I just realized I can get something for magic device. So definitely get magic device and stealth. So that's 5 books in total. Not books, masterwork tools.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't catch part of what you said. Just run that by me again. I apologize.
No worries, no worries. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Disable
okay.
device. Intimidate.
Okay.
Sleight of hand. And stealth. And magic use device. I need magic device.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff. I blame nothing.
I mean, in a sense, the acrobats pillar kind of covers acrobatics. That would probably something that I would go for that. I mean, I can look up though for other things. Let's see here. So you mentioned disabled device. That is probably covered by. Let me go to the tools page so I know what I'm looking for here. So disabled device, you're probably just looking for Masterwork Thieves tools.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah, let me just check to see if there's anything that would be better than that or more tailored for it or something that I could recommend instead. So
In that case, never mind about disabled device, because I'm pretty sure that's what Masterwork Thief tools are.
Yeah,
and even if they're two separate items, like getting 2 plus 2s for free is kind of ridiculous. So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I looked it up. Masterwork Thieves tools, they do everything the set of regular Thieves tools do, and yeah, it's a +2 circumstance on any disabled device check. So yeah, that's covered. Intimidate. Okay, so intimidate. I have a good idea for this one. You find a stand where someone is selling various masks. You, in particular, one that catches your eye has a very it's very like obviously I'm speaking out of game here. It's very like Japanese style, like bold colors and bold features, and it's a very like demonic looking face.
Oh hell yeah!
And the merchant, who is clearly not from Corvosa. This is someone who probably hails from, I don't know whether Sim would even know of this region of the world, a region called Chenja. It's like way up in the north. But that's kind of like the Pathfinder Asia essentially. So that's where this
I'm
person
back.
is from. And yeah,
Arrow.
they point out this really scary looking demon face mask, and they say, well, if you're looking to scare someone, this is what you want.
I will purchase that without hesitation.
Of course you will.
All right, so
Racist.
yeah, any and all masterwork tools are 50 gold, so that's we'll just add them up like that. Okay, so let's see here.
Out of curiosity, are we actually counting the Acrobat's Pillar to count as a masterwork tool?
I mean,
It is 50 gold pieces.
yeah, I think the only difference between that and like sort of like your designated masterwork tool is that the pillar is like slightly inferior in that sense because it only gives it on a specific type of acrobatics check, but I honestly can't think of anything better that could serve as a masterwork tool for that. So let me we can either just roll with that for now with the pillar, or I could say like, oh, there's just nothing for that today and maybe there will be something later. I'll try to come up with a different idea.
I'm going down to keep it as is today.
Okay.
No rush.
Hey, Finn, question. Do you
buddy.
just call whoever disagrees with you a racist?
Not anyone who
Yeah.
disagrees with me. I don't call anyone who just disagrees with me racist. I say call people racist who are racist. Dark
Oh.
magic, my ass. What's wrong
But-
with dark magic? Why is white magic better?
But why? Then why is oh my
Nadia?
god, Nadia a racist?
I don't know. Not hasn't said anything racist yet.
Didn't you
Oh, yeah,
just
she
call
did-
her a
she did-
racist? Am I making this up?
No,
Yes, you're
no,
making this
no, you
up.
did.
he
No,
called
no, you're
the shopkeep in the Gilded Orrery a racist.
Yes, that I remember. I thought Nadia just said something and he called her a racist, and I just
Yeah.
Probably happened in the past.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think it's
He-
happened tonight.
I definitely remember him yelling racist after I said, "Of course you would," after buying some scary mask.
like just now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. I completely forgot about that. Yes. Yes. Natalie's being racist.
By
No, I'm not.
by buying a mask.
But she's implying that just because I'm black, I gotta scare people.
What?
Huh?
Fucking
Says
cleric. Your god would be very disappointing in you, young lady.
says the guy that just bought a mask to be better at scaring people on his own volition.
Yeah, but you can't fucking say that.
Look, I get where you're coming from.
Sarah
Okay.
is like kind of too stunned to really make a coherent argument. I mean, it's just
So I'm not going to use this specifically, but I just want to read this out because this is a really funny example that the D20 SRD gives for a use magic device tool. Their example that they give is like a fake beard woven by dwarves from the beards of other famous dwarves can grant a +2 on use magic device to emulate the dwarven race, in case that's ever a requirement for a spell.
I fucking want that. Same with the beard. Yeah, the last two that I'm having my eye on is use magic device and stealth because sneaky boy.
Okay, so stealth, same merchant as the masks actually. He also sells these. They look kind of similar to like ninja hoods. So
hell yeah.
we'll say something like that maybe. So that's another 50 gold, and then Use magic device. Okay, you know what? I'll say that you would have come across this at the Gilded Ori actually. There was a small stand with what kind of looked like little mini almost like Rosetta Stones. They have like various sort of like bits and pieces of like magical or like arcane kind of like scribblings and like spell language from various different cultures that could they contain a lot of like the sort of like the basic incantations for certain spells. I would say something like that. You know, you could get a +2 to, we'll say, like kind of fudge like a trigger word for a magic item, maybe.
I'm sorry, I was doing math to figure out how much gold I have left. What is the description again?
So
Just what
basically,
it looks like.
Yeah, I like I said, I would think this would be something that the Gilded Order would probably have. So like we could say you bought it there if you want it.
100%.
It looks like a tiny, like almost like a Rosetta Stone that has like various like magical scribblings on it. That could kind of allow you to sort of like fudge like the trigger word for an item. You know, you could kind of just look at this tablet and speak, you know, try to speak some of the words on there to give yourself a +2.
All right, very nice, very nice.
That's 2 more skills covered. It's another 100 gold.
All right, put the price thing on it.
Cool.
All right, last thing I have in mind is us getting a not an animal companion, an animal to haul around our shit. Like maybe
No.
Like a beast of burden.
Sarah's
precisely.
like, nope, I'm gonna stop you right there. That is one other mouth to feed. If what we can do is we don't have to carry everything with us. I mean, we're all, unless we're going abroad for some reason, which I highly doubt, we can keep stuff at Zalara's, we can keep stuff at my place, we can even keep stuff at the Citadel. Like we don't
Sure,
Reef is
donkeys are
shoving
very-
as much shit
donkeys
as
are
he
very
can.
cheap.
Reef shoving as much shit as he can into his and the haversack, into the tiny pockets, and into the big part of the looking at everyone, going, "I have my hoard with me always and everywhere and at all times."
Would you like have a donkey or a mule, Reef, to carry your hoard everywhere you go?
I
Let's
put it in the
rephrase that.
backpack and I
Reef,
go,
would you
anything that fits
use
in
a
here makes it
donkey?
weigh 5 pounds.
Reef, would you use a donkey to carry your stuff?
I might eat it if we need food too, but yes.
They just settled. The king approves of us buying a donkey.
I didn't approve of the finances. Wait, whoa. Oh, you're going, is a donkey worth a shiny? I didn't say that. I'm just saying I would
I
use
laughed
it.
so hard I snorted.
Good.
Think of it, Reef. The donkey of the horde, the carrier of the horde.
If we need to leave the city for an extended period of time, we shall requisition a donkey.
It's 8 gold pieces, my guy.
Okay, but
then
are we
have
leaving?
to. But okay, it's equal pieces to buy the donkey that we then need to bring around with us on our adventures, including somehow getting him over things that we struggle to get over, and then we also have to feed the damn thing.
Donkeys eat grass. Grass is everywhere. It's fine.
Dude, no.
Why not?
No, we do not need a donkey.
I
We
disagree.
don't need an animal companion.
I'm very close to being over encumbered. I completely disagree. I think we should invest into 8 gold pieces.
No.
Or we could get rid of some crap. Or we could store crap
Yeah.
other places.
Yeah.
So the
This is more
person
of
is
a-
also close
this
to
is-
being over encumbered, but that's besides the point.
Or you
This
could go
is-
make
this
some
is
more
a
money
little bit
and
different. How about
pool resources and get a bag of holding or something.
yeah, but bag of holding is expensive. Donkeys are cheap.
But
If the donkey ever dies, you just buy another donkey.
Reef is literally
No.
motioning up and down at his backpack. Like, a fucking infomercial, just being like, ah.
Reef goes through all the side compartments and pockets, and you
Yeah, exactly.
think he's done talking, then you get the but wait, there's more.
More. And then at the end, I pick it up, and after dumping all this random shit in it, and I go, it's 5 pounds. It's 5 pounds. 20 pounds per tiny pocket, 80 pounds for the main pocket. And no matter what I put in it, it's a 5-pound bag. I have my hoard. I am happy. I don't need donkey. Donkey for lunch, donkey for leaving, not donkey in city.
Oh yeah, and I have Reef carry the giant pillar.
We
Get
do
covered
not need
now?
to carry the giant pillar.
Reef
We
looks
need
at
to
you.
Why
carry
is
the
Reef
giant pillar.
carrying the giant pillar?
Reef's
Reef does
taking the
not need to
giant
carry the
pillar.
giant pillar. We do not need to carry the giant pillar.
Reef is yelling
because
at everyone and goes, Reef can tell everyone what he wants to carry. I want the pillar. Gimme.
Hold the pillar.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It weighs 40 pounds. Are you encumbered yet?
No.
But why do we need to carry around the
I'm
pillar?
getting like flashbacks.
It's not like we're gonna
to,
be
like,
training in the
encumbered
middle of like
encumbered
trying.
Cade.
It's not that same.
We're not going to be training in the middle of a fucking dungeon.
Flashbacks to
I'm-
encumbered Cade. You mean the Cade for like the entire first half of the campaign?
It came for the entire
I think it was
campaign,
Cade
to some
until
degree.
the end, if we're
It
being
came
honest.
to the very end. I'm gonna add that. What's it called?
Because, Sarah, it is legal.
Dude, what am I naming this thing that I'm throwing in my bag?
Free is also legal. What does that have to do with anything?
What's
I was gonna finish something, but then Reef was saying something. But
We did
my
just get
thing
teleported
is
back to
that if
1862
you
peanut
like
gallery.
in combat, if you do a good enough backflip, they're legally not allowed to hit you.
Okay, I have
If you
to say
do a
one thing.
backflip and you put
One
that
thing.
40-pound pillar in your bag of it holding, and you do a backflip, and the flap opens, and it just falls out and splats on the guy.
That would be hysterical, to be honest.
That could work.
I
Hey-
swear to God, I'm gonna fucking murder every last fly on the goddamn earth. I don't care about the ecosystem. I don't care about ecology. They all need to die. Get the fuck out of my house, bitch!
Yes. Let the hate
Reason that
flow
is so
through
right.
you.
I
That is
mean-
a wonderful thing.
So Reef
You're
is
not killing
taking
bees,
the
so I'll
what is
allow
it
it.
called? Acrobatic pillar?
Nah,
Yeah,
it's not
the-
bees,
Hold
just
the pillar.
flies.
Yeah, the acrobat's pillar. Yeah.
Acrobat
Baby.
pillar.
Point being, no, we are not getting a donkey. We do not need a donkey, and just because it is legal to
Hey,
possess one does
whoa,
not mean it's a good
whoa.
idea.
What's wrong with buying a
Whoa, how did
donkey?
we get the donkeys? How did we get the donkeys?
It's life.
That's
Kristen
what
wants to
started
buy
all
a
this.
donkey.
Sorry,
wait.
I had.
Oh, I mean, if
Reef
we
is
need a
mad at
donkey, my
everyone and
family
then
has
just
one.
yells very loudly as a
I was
dragon.
being accused
Quiet.
of being a racist out of game, and so
I need to do math. Reef says after
We
he's
are very
poured
close to
everything out
getting
of the bag.
encumbered, so we buy donkey. We are no longer
Again, if
encumbered.
you need a donkey, my family has one. Like, goddamn, you don't really need
Alright,
to
then let's
buy one.
we
Let's
don't
go
need a
get
donkey.
your donkey.
We're getting a donkey, okay? His name is
We are
Paul.
not getting a donkey. We do not need a donkey.
His
What the
name is
fuck are we gonna
Paul.
do with a donkey?
His
Where are
name
we
is
gonna put
Paul.
the donkey?
His
What
name
are we
is
gonna do with
Paul.
the donkey?
His name
Onwards
is
to the
Paul.
donkey.
He's part of the horde.
Chingity ching. Hee-haw. It's time to nick the donkey.
His name will be Paul. It is decreed
We
by
need
the
a
king.
donkey, and we are not naming him Paul.
The Italian
Sarah?
Christmas donkey.
Serotonin.
La,
Okay.
I
la.
Okay. Let's put it to the vote. Let's put
Hold
it
on.
to the vote. Majority gets donkey.
How?
Majority doesn't
Sorry.
get
Hold up 1 sec. Out of
I mean,
game.
you're just gonna have to
I
pay
heard
my
that.
father.
I
for
heard
his
that.
This
donkey.
I
ain't a
heard it.
democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Wait.
Well,
Guys,
fuck
hold on.
you. We're voting for it.
And Reef is the
Out of-
dictator.
Out of
He's
game.
the dictator. He
Sorry,
has
I'm going to
absolute
go.
rule.
Alex is hearing
What?
only my side of the argument. He goes, but who's gonna fuck the donkey? Sorry,
Oh.
who's gonna fuck the dragon?
Who's gonna fuck the dragon? And I just started panicking in the background, going, "Wait, no, not me,
Well,
not me."
yeah, there is a dragon and a donkey now. You know.
I know. That's why I was like, "Wait, oh my god, I'm Shrek."
No, there will not
Shrek.
be.
We're not making Shrek. We're not doing it. We're not doing Shrek.
No, there will not
I
be
just
nightmare
said
babies.
pepperoni
dragon and
nipples.
donkey. We're not making a Shrek. We're
Yeah,
not doing a Shrek
pepperoni
sequel.
nipples.
I'm sorry. What?
I was
Whoever
muted,
wants
but
to-
Alex
Yeah,
said, "Sorry,
pepperoni
you've been
nipples.
predestined."
Whoever wants a donkey, raise their hand.
Who is pepperoni
This ain't
nipples?
a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
My
The
boyfriend
king's
has pepperoni
decrees.
nipples.
Yo,
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean, I didn't. I do too, but like he's flaunting his.
Well, yeah, that's because you're
Yeah,
not like
strutting
legally
around
allowed.
in the house.
You're not legally allowed to flaunt yours. So.
Unlimited power.
I mean,
So
I am.
I'm gonna
It's just
go
not, it's
buy
not my
2
fault that
donkeys
society
now.
beats
Well, yes,
me.
in the privacy of your house,
2
yes. But
donkeys. Very efficient, Reef. Very
I meant in public.
What?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
One donkey.
Some
Where's the
shit.
second donkey?
Oh shit! Shit on my face.
2 donkeys.
Sean Connery, dirty talking to his wife.
He's gonna
Shit
feel
on my
wrong
face.
otherwise.
Our
I
next
got 2
objective is to
donkeys.
buy an ogre.
Oh.
Huh?
16. So
We buy
16.
buy an ogre, we can officially become Shrek.
Buying
Whoa, whoa!
ogre.
What the fuck did I miss? Why are we buying an ogre now?
We're not.
Because
We're
you're
not
buying a
Already
donkey,
a donkey
apparently.
and a dragon, so
I've bought
apparently we
2
also need an
donkeys.
ogre and a princess.
I've
my
bought
God.
2 donkeys now.
God. Okay, you buy 2 donkeys.
The more we get distracted,
wanna,
the more donkeys
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
buy
to
at
hit
the
the
stable,
brakes on
guys.
the derail train and have
we're
us all
not.
flying forward into
I'm
the.
buying
but, like,
donkeys.
what,
I am on
whatever
the rails.
Whatever happened to Nadia talking to her sister? Did that happen?
No.
No, we're shopping
We're
first.
shopping.
We're shopping.
Well, to be fair,
Nadia's
we
sister
all
is
went out.
recovering, and we're shopping and arguing about whether or not to get a donkey.
Yeah, she's sleeping
Ah.
literally, and then the reunion was going to be when we got back to the house. That was the plan.
15 gold for the
Oh, okay.
pair of asses.
Donkeys. I took the pair of asses, and I look
Only
at everyone.
15 gold?
Yeah,
I
they're-
look
Yeah,
at both of them.
donkeys are cheap.
they
I
are.
look at everyone. I
This
say,
is
if
a
we keep
cheap-ass
fighting about this, I'm
donkey.
going to buy more donkeys, and we're just going to have a horde of donkeys as well as us.
Horde
While
of
y'all
donkeys.
fight about donkeys, I'm gonna go home.
Wait, we need your contributions to the new wand.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Stop talking to me. I'm going home. I'm going
Nadia,
home. Bye.
Nadia, in her
Oh.
very typical angry cleric fashion, does the "screw you guys, I'm going home."
Going home. Let's go. You guys aren't in immediate danger. You're in town. You're safe. I'm going home. Go figure your stuff out.
Did I ever go to the apothecary, or did that
No,
not happen?
not yet. Because you stepped
Okay.
away, so I didn't want to like do that. So,
Yeah.
all right, so
Oh, I'll send you pictures of my boyfriend's car.
cool. You're buying 3 donkeys now. Okay.
Yes. There's so
What is going on?
We'll just we'll just call it 20. We'll just call it 20 gold for the 3 beasts of burden that certainly are not going to die the very first time they leave the city.
They're gonna die the very
Absolutely
time we
are.
city. That's what I meant.
So the first
Absolutely are.
the first 6 images, the first 4
Yes,
images are my boyfriend's car taken when I was outside. The last 4 of the last 2 of the first 6 are the ones he took of his car, and
Yikes.
then the last 2 photos
Shrek,
are
Fiona.
the damage that the other car had.
Damn.
I was
That's
gonna say,
that's
yeah.
kind of rough.
God.
I'm going to saddle up Shrek and Fiona and
Tim
Paul
says
with
that's rough,
any
buddy.
bags that we have.
So wait, was it his fault or?
So the guy was turning right onto a street, and then as he's turning right, he decides to stop short and brake.
Ah,
And Jason didn't expect him to, all of a sudden stop while he's turning into an intersection.
yeah, that's
Right.
that yeah.
And
that sounds
by the
like
time
not,
he realized, I also have the dash cam footage. I'll send that to you guys.
yeah, that sounds like not his fault. Well, good thing you have a dash cam footage.
It
think-
kind of looks like it's 50-50 because the guy just stops out of nowhere.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
you can,
Jason should have had more following distance, but the guy shouldn't have just stopped,
either way, you have
especially
the
mid-turn.
footage to
Everyone's
help prove
safe.
whatever point you're trying to make. Yeah, everyone's safe. That's the
And the
important
other
thing.
guy was like, the other guy said, "Oh, it's your fault. Pay me money now." Basically.
No, bitch, you can't make me do that. Anyway, continuing with my life. Here's my insurance. Here's the thing. You
that
want to
fucker.
call a police officer, get an accident report? You do that, sir. But you cannot intimidate me into
No,
giving
they
you
didn't
cash.
call the police.
No, I know. Well, that's my point. You can't intimidate someone into giving you cash, and the worst thing he threatened
And in
to
New
tell
York,
you is he's gonna get the
Fun
cash.
fact,
Cops
and
involved.
and this is a fun fact for any of our viewers. In New York, the police will not come to a car accident unless there is a complete loss of a vehicle or loss of life.
Either way,
It's done.
Injury, not loss of life. A major injury.
That
Like
sounds
for
a lot
example,
like
my
the
car
police.
accident.
If there
For
was
example, my car
resources,
accident, they had to come.
if there's resources available, they do respond, but otherwise they will prioritize other things over your fender bender. That is true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are you messing around with the dog?
in character, I am
So in
now
character,
three
the
donkeys
proud
now.
owner
just
of
kind
Shrek,
of-
Fiona, and Paul, and
Tim, I'm
looking
gonna
at
ask you
Sarah
a
with a massive grin.
question.
And Sarah
Tim,
is
I'm
just
sending you a
looking at
question.
these 3 beasts of burden going, the fuck just happened?
You guys kept arguing about how many donkeys there should be, so I kept buying more of them. And then someone named them, but I had already named him, so I bought the other 2 for the other names. Someone shouldn't have told
I
me how
had
much
named them
donkeys
out
cost.
of character, but okay.
As far as I was, everything I'd been typing was in character. So as far as
That's fine. I'm not mad.
so now we have Shrek, Fiona, and Paul. And Reef looks at everyone and goes, "You realize that if we leave the city, they are the first to go for food. And second, I'm going to train these donkeys to be assault donkeys."
Oh my god.
Sounds glorious. Just know that if they die, we will have to replace them.
Yes, Paul Jr., Fiona Jr., and Shrek Jr., of course.
Of course.
Wait, what? No. You're not
All right.
drawing on my foot. No.
So then
Oh
I
my
look
God.
everyone and say, "What else do we need?" And then I hand the reins of 1 horse to Sin, 1 horse to Sarah, just with a sly grin, and then
You say my
I have
title.
Paul. And I'm gonna look at everyone and say, "Okay, put whatever you want on the backs of the donkeys, and we're going back home." Nadia and
We
sister
got more shit to
nap is
buy.
probably over.
Yeah,
we have more shit to buy.
Theo wanted to go to an apothecary type place.
I
Sarah
Nadia.
is so
yeah,
pissed
anyone who wants to
about having
leave
this
with
donkey
Nadia is free to
attached to
leave,
her.
of course. But
Yes,
Yeah, Sarah
I
is-
I'm gonna go with Theo. And
Sarah-
after we go to the apothecary, I'm gonna show him the evil deeds to get money.
cool.
Not
Sarah's
money.
like,
get
"Wait, hold
drugs.
up.
Sarah is.
We're going." Sarah's like, "I'm going to the apothecary because we need to get more health potions because someone keeps doing stupid shit."
I grin.
So you find an apothecary.
And she is pissed about having this donkey attached to her.
You find an apothecary who is run by a kindly young woman, probably not much older than Sarah or Nadia. So I would say still in her 20s. She invites you all inside and just tells you that you're free to browse the wares, and if you have any questions, she'll be right over there. And she points to like a little desk where she deals with any transactions. But yeah, you find all manner of healing potions and other potions. If there are any other specific items that you're looking for, just let me know and I'll let you know if they have them.
Does she have wands?
Apothecary would not sell wands, no.
Does she have drugs?
This is not that type of store.
God damn it.
You're looking for like Doc Trade or DeVargo for drugs. More likely the Doc. If you're not looking to just buy more Shiver, you want to go to the Doc Trade.
Shiver.
You just want Shiver? All right, so you'll go to Eel's End for that.
I'm probably gonna go to the other place too, but we can do that out of character. Like
that's fine.
On the script, like in Messenger.
Yeah, it's fine. I can, look up the prices or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what types of potions are we looking for?
Hello,
apothecary people.
Health potions.
I was looking
Weird
for
health potions.
poisons.
Sarah is specifically looking for health potions for Reef.
Okay. So
Oh, I think my dog caught the fly.
nice.
Loving this tiny microcosm
raisin.
of side
Oh
stories.
yeah, she did. She fucking did. She's eating it. Oh my god, this fucking ew.
Love to
Gross,
see
and
it.
She kisses me with that mouth.
All right. So Sarah,
She fucking on it.
I mean,
got-
it makes you feel better. She also licks her ass with that and then kisses you.
Yeah, that's true.
The whimper. Sarah is hello,
She's
DM.
Sarah.
Sorry.
she's got cure lights and cure moderates in stock. The cure lights are 50. The moderates are 300.
I think she finally
Sarah's
caught
like
it.
Reef.
Reef puts down 137 gold, 5 silver pieces, and 52 coppers, and goes,
Sarah goes, oh
friend.
god damn it, Reef, put it away.
So many
No.
potions, my
Reef
guys.
taps,
we,
taps,
would,
taps.
we would get so much better with infernal healing. I don't know why he's spending so much money. Ah!
Reef's,
Why don't we
Sarah's like,
just
god damn
like
it,
hope
put it
that in
away.
our next
Where's
fight,
Put it
bargaining?
away.
How do I
somebody has-
bargain? How do I bargain? What do I roll? What do I roll
You
for
said
bargaining?
moderate wounds is 300?
300.
I'm
yes.
ignoring her. What am I
Do they have
bargaining?
anything that causes damage?
Oh god.
Potions typically don't cause damage unless you're
I'm
hurt.
doing my best.
Poisons?
Splash potions?
My boyfriend does make a point. If I throw the glass bottle at someone, does it do
Probably
damage?
not gonna feel great. That's bludgeoning, improvised. Yeah, that would hurt.
That would be like 1 point of piercing damage or slashing damage. Like it wouldn't.
1 point. That's all I need.
So yes.
I mean, yeah. Feel
I'm
free to keep the empty vials to
diplomatically-
throw people if you want. Yeah.
How much were bottles of cure
I
light
chug a
wounds?
potion and I. Oh my god, would that be a bonus action? But we don't do bonus actions because this isn't 5e.
You can
But like,
free
could
action.
we
a
make
free
it so it's
action is a
free
thing. A
action?
free action is a thing.
Okay,
You
so
can look into
if it's my
feats.
turn,
Taking out a shuriken
it's
is a
m-
free
oh.
action. Heads up.
hold on, I have a question. Would it be a free action? Would it would be an action to chug a potion to like a healing potion? Would it then be a free action to take that potion and chuck it at the nearest enemy?
So I rule that it's a swift action to drink a potion yourself, and then it would be your standard action to then throw the vial.
Oh,
So you
okay.
could still do it on the same turn.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Also, if you fashion it into a shuriken, those can be drawn as a free action.
Excellent.
What am I, a fucking glass blower? I can't do that shit.
You just break it and throw the shards like you would a shuriken and pretend it is. That's what Reef does.
Oh. Oh, is that really what he does? Okay, I want
Sometimes.
poisons.
All right, yeah. So we'll head over to the dock trade for that next.
Well, okay. When we
Okay.
said okay, before Sarah did that, I did literally put all of the gold I had on the counter since it's technically less than 150, and had tried to diplomatically roll for her to take the gold that was there for all 3.
Okay.
Clear light runes.
So she
No one's gonna listen. Reef ignores everyone.
she looks at all the money that you've spilled out onto the counter, and she says, "Well, I understand your situation, and it's always been in my nature to help those who, well, not to make assumptions, but might be a little less fortunate. So, sure, you can have 3 for all of this money."
Reef just goes, yay! Graciously takes his 3 cure light wounds and then hands them back to Sarah. And goes, buy what ones you want still, but now I've paid my debt.
What debt? What?
Debt paid.
Sarah's like, there
paid.
was no debt. Take the fucking potions.
Debt paid, debt paid, debt paid.
There was no debt. Take the goddamn potions.
Oh,
In
bad,
the war, there's
bad
always
board.
that.
I grab the potions because I see that the tiny bard is actually smoldering eyes and mad and angry, and I'm going, okay, potions taken.
Can I have 6 potions of cure light wounds, please?
Why, Sarah, my guy? What the fuck?
Why don't you buy the potion thingy?
Because
I have
the one of healing is better.
So while these two are arguing, Sarah is chatting up with the store.
That's what I meant. Why don't you buy the wand of
or
healing?
tender person, words escape me, and buying her 6 potions, and they're just arguing behind her, just like, she's like, hey, 6 potions, please. Thank you.
You all upset me greatly.
So I get my 6 potions of cure light wounds. That's 300 gold. I paid 300 gold.
Okay.
Oh, you motherfucker.
All this happens while the 2 of them are arguing.
That's fair. That is fair. I look at Senna and go, okay, so we'll get your wand and then the gold bars next time I have money. Got you.
wand kind of is going to help us stay alive. So I recommend that we get the wand sooner rather than later. And I'm going to need help paying for it because they some expensive ass bitches.
So Sarah's still chatting up the
Yeah, she's like, very
person.
helpfully and also carefully, because these are glass vials after all, sticking them in, some kind of box or bag so that you can easily carry them out.
Yeah, and Sarah's gonna put the bag on the donkey.
Excellent. Anything else
there's a-
in here?
I
There
I
are
know
other potions.
that
by the
Theo
ones.
wanted some type of poison.
Right. That's not here. That's going to be in the dock
Okay.
trade.
Poison.
So you head on down that way to the dock trade, which
Onwards.
is going to be.
That girl is poison.
Is there a black market here?
The dock trade kind of functions as a black market. A lot of the
Alright.
merchants there have connections to the Thieves Guild as well as other unsavory organizations.
All right, I'm hoping that they got my wand. Otherwise, big sad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are
So
flies bad for dogs?
are
Are
what?
what bad for dogs?
Flies.
No, they're not.
No.
I mean, some can be because some are, but like not typical
Not
house
general.
flies.
That's protein.
Yeah.
Yummy.
It's like some can be in the same way that some flies can be bad for humans and that they're poisonous, but a typical house fly is not.
Eat the bugs. Okay.
Hey, they're a
I don't
good
hear
source
it
of
buzzing
protein.
around anymore. I really think she caught it. She's been chasing that fucker for days.
So anyway, we go and we find our
Dock trade.
poisons
You
and our
find a merchant who is selling poisons. He has
Yeah,
all
so I
manner of
acquired
poisons.
a special skill
What
where I could put poison on my blades.
type of poison are you looking for? There's
The
just
kind that
so many.
immobilizes someone.
Okay, so you are looking for
And maybe a kind that if I hit them with it and I get it into their bloodstream, it causes perpetual bleeding.
let me find
so
one.
she's looking for a paralytic and a hemolytic.
Okay, so let me
Alright, Miss Science.
let me find one that both does what you
What the
want
fuck?
and would be available.
Although technically it's not a hemolytic, it's an anticoagulant. That's the point.
Oh my gosh.
Hemo crit.
That's
It's a
better than I
hemocrit.
know.
No, a hemocrit's something different.
Yeah, it's a crit on the hemo.
No, it's just a count of the amount of.
It's a critical on the hemo. Hemo meaning blood in Latin. Crit meaning I rolled a 20. It's a hemo crit.
I found a poison on this list that I'm currently experiencing right now. It's called brain rot. Okay, so one that I can tell you that is fairly common that kind of fits what you're looking for. You do find a sketchy looking guy who is selling, among other things, he's selling drow poison.
Drow poison.
Drow poison. The main effect is just unconsciousness.
Nice.
It can be applied to weapons. It can be let's see here. Applied to weapons and ammunition, because I think it's just an injury poison. Yeah, it's not an ingested poison. So yeah, you'd be applying this to weapons or ammunition. And using it to render your foes unconscious.
So what does brain rot do?
Intelligence damage.
Oh.
But that's an ingested poison.
It's too much work to actually shove my knife down someone's throat.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort.
I can just stab them in the throat.
You could technically do
That's
that, I
true.
suppose.
The other one was something with bleeding. So let's see here. That could be honestly. There's a poison on this list that just straight up kills you, but there's no price, so it's definitely not for sale. It's something that would be created. What does this do? That is not what we're looking for. What about this? So few of these have like flavor text. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I think this one could work. Let me let me see if there's any flavor text I can
Sky
find.
Raisin.
What?
Nothing. I said, Sky Raisin.
Oh. Let's see, companion. God, where? Nope.
Whoo. Go to Amazon and purchase the stuff in the cart. Okay.
Here we go. Ultimate
What's an
Explorer.
Amazon?
Currently my dog's 20-pound bag of food and
Oh,
fly
I was
strips.
asking. I was asking in character.
Oh.
Look, if I had to justify Tupperware, you had to justify Amazon. I'm kidding.
I can justify it if you give me some time.
I can't justify it if you give me some time.
No, I'm kidding. You said it out of character. I made the mistake of saying, "Why don't we use Tupperware in character?"
Yeah, you did.
Are you
I was like,
another outwardly creature, like an alien sucked into this world?
No. No? No? Are
yeah.
you?
So Pathfinder by the way, Pathfinder has Tupperware.
Definitely an
Oh.
atypical race for the setting, but not unheard of.
What is her race again? Like I know one of you has wings and one of you is
Wyverian, which is it's like a
I'm human.
I don't know. That's all I know. That's all I know.
it's like an anthropomorphic dragon kind of race.
It's a kobold / wyvern hybrid, just
Sure,
kind of
well-
got slapped together.
Why you not let me kiss your forehead?
Your
So-
dog.
We
is
don't
your
know
friend?
you.
Oh,
There's
my
another-
cat.
All right, so I found another
There's
poison.
another. There's another.
Oh, okay. Wait, hit me with your poison. Don't actually hit me with it because I don't want to die.
The poison is called Bloodroot. It is another.
That sounds cool.
It's another injury-based poison.
Poison.
I'm going with the flavor that it causes bleeding is difficult to stop when applied to a weapon because it deals con damage. It also deals wisdom damage, so it will
Nice.
it'll make your target kind of freak out a bit from the blood loss. We'll say so. 1 con and 1 whiz damage for those. So the drow poison is 75 gold per dose. The bloodroot is 100 gold per dose. If you're looking for something cheaper, I can keep looking, but it may not have the same effects that you're looking for.
That's fair.
There are actually only a couple that are cheaper than 75. There's one for 50 that.
Oh, you got a claim number already.
There's one for 50.
So I would like
called Fire Jackal Saliva. That's a really interesting one.
Ooh, that sounds like an STD. Like, if someone has fire jackal saliva and then they eat you out, like, oh god, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
You're gonna have a really
Yeah,
bad
you're
time
probably gonna be
because,
dying.
I'm gonna
this is a
want to die.
poison that
It's
burns.
like if you put icy hot on
Poison
your bits and
that burns.
diddly bits.
It causes burning at on the flesh near the point of injury, and it also causes the victim to just generally feel unwell. So the initial effect of the poison is an additional 1d6 acid damage, plus
Ooh.
a nauseating effect. Secondary effect is some dex damage.
I think I'll get that. That's 50, you said, right?
50 per dose, yes.
I'll get one of those. I only have 205. How much was the other two that you mentioned?
The drought poison is 75, and the third one, I think the fire root's blood root is 100.
Oh, I don't have enough to get all three. Oh.
The guy at the stand, he's kind of understanding your plight here, and he says, "Tell you what, give me a bit of a story of how you're going to use this stuff, and maybe I'll cut you a deal."
See, I was thinking that I would apply a dose on. Well, buying a dose. I would apply it onto my weapons equally, and then when I slash into someone, they would be subjugated to the poison, and then they would be undermined by its effects during battle, and I could kill them.
That's very direct.
Yes. It is pretty direct. It's the best way to go about things. The direct path leads you to where you need to go.
He just goes, "I like your style. I'll tell you what, we'll do a one-time deal. I'll look the other way on the difference. If you come back and buy more stuff, I'll just add it to the next purchase."
You got a deal, so how much is everything?
That's all you got. Because you're short.
205?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
So one dose of each
Can
of
you
those.
do me a favor and put them in my gear?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. Yeah, no dip. I roll dice. What'd I get? My boyfriend has like one of those dice boxes, the dice, the 36 dice, the D6 dices.
Oh, okay.
Just opened it and dumped them all out.
Nice.
Can I roll dice? No. Alright, this is what I get. And do it again. No, don't flick me.
All right. So, poison's purchased. Is that everything for everybody, or?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
There's just
set.
one more thing I want us to buy real quick. And
Sure.
everything else I'm
What
cool
do
to do like later on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were looking for that wand.
The wand of infernal healing. We need it.
So you look all around. You locate. Let's see here. Okay, so you locate a small table that's like off to the side. Seated at the table is another tiefling. This one, redskin. And you see the symbol of the Temple of Asmodeus
Ooh.
You know that having lived in Corvosa, that there is a proper temple of Asmodeus in the city, and it is actually not all that far from the magic item shop that you were in earlier. It's a bit more to the west. It's actually down by the water. But yeah, you know of its existence, and like I said, the iconography here makes it pretty clear who this guy represents. And he takes a look at you and says, "Greetings, brother."
Greetings, my fellow tiefling. What is good?
Oh, just doing the good work of the Lord.
Praise he. All right, listen, my guy. Word is that there's a type of healing that surpasses even cure light wounds. Is this true?
There are several, yes.
I've heard of the spell called Infernal Healing. Can you help me out?
It depends, but it could probably help you.
So, do you got one for her or not, my man?
I do.
How much?
Well, as you know, these things don't come cheap. This stock I have is straight from the temple itself.
Mm-hmm.
But given who you are and who I am, and we're cut from the same cloth.
Our kind typically are.
Far be it from me to unfairly treat one of my own. So, standard market price, $750.
How about 600?
Oh, you wound me, sir.
Come on, can you help a nigga out? Sheesh.
Oh,
I don't think I could part with it for 600.
Fine. 650.
Drive a hard bargain for the situation that you find yourself in. Not many of us in this city, and even fewer who would even think of selling you something like what we're talking about. I don't think you're the one with the leverage here, my friend.
I see how it is. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Go over to the others. Hey guys,
Yes.
I found the thing. I need help paying for it.
Reef comes in with you
I'm broke.
and just like kind of busts the doors open a little bit and goes, "Booyah, baby! What do you need? What do I do?" Not
All right,
that's not the break door.
how much coin you got on you,
0.
motherfucker? Sarah,
Uh,
Sarah Toden, where you at?
I do
Average is
hand
not-
you your old demonic shield, though.
That's not gonna help. All right, let me see. So
Wh-
Sarah's
why-
probably isn't
why
back
not?
yet.
Why not bargain with it too?
It's not worth much. Sarah, not Sarah. Sarah's already gone. Nadia, come here.
Am I even there with you? Last I checked, I
No.
went home.
You went
left
home.
a
You
while
went back to
ago.
Zolaris.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Nah, 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 nah.
Reef starts pulling out your acrobatic pillar, your demonic protection. I pull out the composite longbow. and put them all down in front of him and say, "Does this help?" And I do it so like
You're not selling my fucking
fully
arrows, totally.
intimidatingly and like diplomatically, if that makes sense. Thinly veiled threat.
Oh, I wasn't aware we were bartering.
I don't know.
Neither did
Does it
I.
help?
He does this all the time.
He said he wanted help. I have no coins. You want thing. So this is what I got. Ta-da! Jazz hands.
Damn it.
Takes a look at the bow. I'm sorry, did you put anything
Shield.
else down or just the shield?
I put the bow, the shield, and then I also I think put down one of the 3 short swords.
I can put down the 2 doses of blue Wendy's poison if it helps.
Yeah.
Not the ones
Bow,
anymore.
He takes a
bow,
look at
all
the items
arrows.
and he kind
Yeah.
of just like he kind of bats away the poison and the sword. He's like not interested in this.
Eh.
He does look at the bow. And he doesn't want the arrows either. He's just like, I got plenty of those.
I nod and go, "That's fair."
He looks at the bow and says, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, well, add that to discount that from whatever the total you're asking for from him then. And it's yours.
All right. You give me the bow and I'll take off 200.
Okay, that works. And I hand him the shield. It was like, "What about this?"
Takes a look at it. He just kind of shrugs and just says, not for me.
Then I show him. I go rifling through my bag and I go, "Well, the blow dart? Do you want the blow darts? Do you want the short swords? Uh I like my robe. Do you want the robe?
You don't have to sell the robe, buddy.
I don't have to sell the robe. Okay, the robe's mine. You can't have that."
All right.
Didn't want it.
Tiefling, my guy, 550 is good with the crossbow. Deal?
Yeah, I think we have a deal.
All right. Now listen, you and I both tieflings, and that's good enough for me. So you come to me if you need any help. At it, Skip.
I look up at it and I go, "Yep, if what he said." Well, I'm not a tiefling, but I'll still help.
Duly noted. Hands over the wand.
Hell yeah.
And you now have that at your disposal. 50 charges at the start, like any new wand.
Let's go.
All right.
I immediately cast it on myself.
Okay. So one charge used, you take a minute, recover 10 hit points. Oh, actually, wait. No, you got to roll use magic device.
Fair enough. Does it waste a charge if I unsuccessfully use it?
Good question. Let me look that up. I don't think it does, but
I don't think we ever did it when Dream did it. If it's any compensation, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. It doesn't. Yeah, failing the roll does not expend a charge.
Cool. Yay.
19 failure.
Damn it. Yay. 19. God damn it. Yay. Motherfucker. It's gonna work eventually.
All right.
Can
so
I
There
use
we go.
it?
yeah, you spend part of your walk back just trying to activate the wand. You eventually do.
I'm
Being
not
like,
sure
"Did
this
he just sell me a bunk wand? Did he sell me a bunk wand? Motherfucker." And then all of a sudden it just pops off. That's what I imagine.
like
Um,
work. Damn
yeah,
it.
so
Abracadabra.
it doesn't matter who activates it. It can be used on anyone. Let me make sure. Let me actually
It's a cleric spell, it's a magic spell, sorcerer, wizard, summoner, or witch.
Yeah,
If you're not one of any of those things, you have to use magic device like me.
Yeah, it's a touch spell, so anybody can activate it to use it on anybody else.
So it just guarantees that you get 10 health right away. Not right away, but within the span of a minute. Which is far higher than what a cure light wounds can do. It's just way more consistent for the same spell slot.
Yeah.
But
Additionally,
it's evil magic.
yeah, for the
I'm sorry,
duration of
continue.
the dispel of the spell, you detect as an evil creature, like while it's affecting you. Just
People
It-
look at me
In
and
other
think I'm
words-
evil anyway.
it doesn't affect your alignment in any way, like your actual alignment, but yeah.
No, if anything, it can actually probably help us sneak around certain things.
Precisely. Full power, or almost full power.
So are we,
Alright, I'm good.
The rogue says I hide. The pissed off bard casts fairy fire on them.
okay.
Alright, come on, Paul.
Paul,
You
Shrek,
guys,
and Fiona.
I presume are heading back to
Yes.
Zolaris. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going back to Natalie.
All right. Cool.
Yippee! My peace and
We-
quiet is over.
Oh, you better believe it's over.
Well, good, because now we can actually do some role play with your sister for the last little bit of the session, because it's already 10 o'clock. So, you guys arrive. Vondilla is still there. She had kind of hunkered down. She kind of gets you all inside quickly, and she says, "Nobody came by."
Very good, Vanilla. Very good. Can't have any nonsense.
You can mispronounce my name, but I don't want. No, stop it.
Oh no, Natalie. You specifically said that you don't want me to misspell your name very often. Therefore, you have no say.
Stop it.
You can't make me. You're a good person.
Stop it.
First Amendment.
Stop it.
I may be a tiefling, but I have rights. God damn it!
That is
You
true.
can't
You
take that
do.
away from me.
You do. He
Stop it.
does. Everyone play nice.
Don't look at me now. This one's being mean.
You're the one mispronouncing my
always.
sister's name.
He
talking
mispronounces
about?
everybody's name.
Vanilla.
Not that it makes it correct. It's just he's not signaling out singling out your sister.
Jesus, stop it.
I don't need to do anything.
Stop it.
Fuck you. Why are you so grouchy all the time, by the way? Why can't you ever be happy?
I mean, she's kind of been spending this whole time looking for her sister, and now she's found her sister right before she was about to be put to death, and we saved her, but she doesn't know why she was there or why she was being blamed for this. So I don't blame her for being a little bit grouchy. Also, you can be a pain in the ass.
Sarah gets me. Thank you.
Yeah, keyword, a bit of a pain in the ass. Natalie is just a pain in the ass.
You're the pain in my ass.
Hey, you're the one who doesn't like asses in the first place. Trying to convince Reef not to buy Shrek, Fiona,
That
and
was
Paul.
me, and I stand by that. But now we have them.
Nadia
And-
did ask for a vote, to be fair. Ow.
Nadia
Reese
asked for a
was
vote. I
smacking
was the
his
one who
hand
was
on the roof.
arguing that we didn't need a fucking donkey, so Reese's response was to buy 3 fucking donkeys.
Yeah, we don't vote in the Hoard. It's a dictatorship.
No, it's not.
I mean, technically it's monarchy,
Yes.
Dictatorship, monarchy, same thing.
but they're
See?
One
not.
person has absolute power.
I rule with a clawed fist.
I need a fucking drink.
Me too,
Get
Sarah.
it.
Can you give me one?
Oh no,
Yeah.
you don't, Natalie. You're not allowed to drink alcohol.
Why is
Nadia,
she
I
not
am.
allowed
is
to
your
drink?
sister awake?
Because if my memory serves me right, if you are religious and if you partake in alcohol, bad.
You do realize
Therefore,
not all
no.
religious sects are abstinent. In fact, it's often, but a lot of the alcohol that we drink comes from monasteries and shit, right?
You're not to partake in it, or at the very least, not get too much.
No, you are to partake in it because it's safer than drinking the water half the time. Have you ever seen what's in those rivers?
All you gotta do is purify the water. It's not hard. You boil the shit out of it, and you're good to go.
Fish fuck in that river. They pee, they poop, and they fuck in there. Do you want to drink fuck water? Because I don't want to drink fuck water.
All you gotta do is not drink fuck water, is to filter it and then boil the hell out of it.
How do you filter water? How?
Or a water filter. What else?
Show me this magical water filter.
All right, Sarah, follow
Walter
follow
filter.
me. Follow me. I'll show you the way, Sarah. Follow me.
So are we now
Sorry,
saying
follow
that water
me.
filtration systems are canon in Pathfinder?
No, because there's a spell called Purify Food and Drink that, kind of defeats the purpose of inventing such a device.
I mean, to be fair, if I made Tupperware canon, water filters can also be canon.
Yeah, plastic exists.
I never said they were plastic. I found a way around it.
That's fair.
Anyway, indulging in alcohol would be considered either greed or gluttony, which is a very big no-no in religion. So, no, Nadia, you can have water or juice.
Can you
Nadia
fuck off
can't
with
have
all
alcohol.
religion shit?
Nadia is an adult. She can have alcohol if she so chooses.
Debatable. Still a child.
You're still a child with how you're acting.
Nah. I'm 18 years old. I am 100% an adult child.
You are 100% a child.
Nah. So grouchy. Be happy, goddammit.
Stop being a pain in my ass, goddammit.
Be
Never.
nice, Hoardlings.
Send Arcazo's Nadia on the table.
I RKO Sin repeatedly.
I do it first.
I swoop in, get bodied by Nadia so she doesn't hit the table, put her down gently, and then start just RKOing you back. Drop, pick up, repeat.
We'll see what the dice have to say about that.
Okay.
You know, maybe we should start heading back.
We're at Nadia's house.
Oh, we
with
are
her
already?
sister.
Sorry,
You're
I
in
thought.
Zalara's house.
I meant like not her house, like where
No, I didn't realize that we had returned. Sorry.
home. We went home.
Yeah.
All right, so is Vondilla awake? Is she listening to all of this?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
They were in the corner talking to one
Sorry,
another.
she has
and we
not
just busted through
spoken,
the
and we
door.
have not spoken to her
Yeah, it's
or
only, like,
mentioned her
early
in any
evening.
way. So I wasn't sure if she was
I mentioned
actually
her.
in the room.
No, she's there. She's kind of just taking it all in, not wanting to
Send
interrupt.
Sarah Kobold, Theo, meet my sister
Hi.
Vondilla.
Hi, Vanilla.
Stop
Don't mind
that.
him. He
Reef
doesn't call
punch
anybody by their
Houston.
proper names. He's just an asshole.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
how
Feel free to
Reef
punch.
I like
Stay
how
on the head.
Reef didn't even get a proper name. It was just Kobold.
Reef's okay with.
I'm not even king of the kobolds. Just
Just
kobold.
Kobold.
This is our king,
Who's the racist
king
now?
of the kobolds, Reef.
I look at her and I say, "I promise I won't chop your head off. I like you. You're fine."
He doesn't chop anybody's heads off.
Well,
He chops people's heads off literally every day.
I blink
He
straight
really
down
does
at
not.
Sarah and I go, you can't say I haven't done that. I've done that like 3 times so far in my life. I mean, but
My point exactly.
Yeah, I also don't regularly cover assholes' heads in jam and stick them on a pike in the town square to let them get eaten by birds.
Okay, that's
Allegedly.
fair. Okay,
So
we're setting a bad
violent
first
and
impression.
sinful.
Hi,
Piss.
we're not crazy, and it's
Yeah,
really
we
We're
are.
a little
Don't
crazy.
lie.
We're crazy.
What's really nice
Craziest
to
one is
meet
Nadia.
you, and know that you are okay and safe. And I promise, you are part of the Hoard now. Any family of any of the Hoard is part of the Hoard, and therefore it gets the Hoard protection. And I kind of pat her on the top of the head. So, tiny little Hoardling, you're safe here. Rest up, do what you need. We'll make sure no queen or king or any being will get to you on our watch. And if the queen tries to do anything again, I'm gonna take the city. It's mine. It's fine.
Let's not get that
He
hasty.
does
but
have
we
he
will at
does
least
have legal right to take the city.
let's kind of figure out what's going on, Fontilla. Why was the queen saying he killed the king? Can you help us out there? I mean, you kind of owe us for just saving your life because your sister, said, "Hey, that's my sister." So
He likes more blackjack
you
than
wanna
us.
you wanna kind of fill us in a little? How did you get there? What were you doing there? Why were you being accused of regicide?
Oh, yeah, I don't really understand how the whole thing came about. It happened so fast. Well, in the time that I was missing, I really would just move from place to place and sit around and pick up all these conversations from people I've never met before. And I had heard about the original suspect. Then then I suppose she went missing. That was the last I heard. And I was just getting away from all of the horrible trauma and situations that I had found myself in since I had been separated from my sister. And one night I was just trying to find somewhere that I could be alone. And well, I found a place, and sadly, it wasn't as safe as I thought. I had attempted to get some sleep, and the next thing I know, I was accosted by castle guards, and they took me into the castle, threw me in the dungeon, and for all I knew, they threw away the key as well. They never told me why until they came to get me out of the cell. And
Question.
Next thing I know, they
Where did you
Hmm?
try to be by yourself? Like, where'd you find yourself?
Oh, well, I had always heard that uh, some of the places in Old Corvosa were safe at night. Nobody really bothers to check over there most of the time, considering it's worse off than the rest of the city.
She's right.
It's kind of just been ignored for quite a while as far as upkeep is concerned. But yeah, I had tried to find myself a place by the bridge front, and yeah, like I said, it just wasn't what I thought it would be.
Question: was it the I don't know how to ask this because I don't remember the geography very well. Was she hiding out in what's her face's apartment?
Oh, where Trinia was, the shingles? No.
Okay.
She wasn't over there.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, she wasn't over there. I gotta look at something in my notes real fast.
So how'd you find yourself in Corvosa? Because I know you were separated. Well, okay. Hold on, let me back up. Sorry, I have a lot of questions. I'm sure your sister has even more.
Hi.
So you were just chilling in Old Corvosa and you were just picked up and put in jail for no reason.
Well, that's only the recent story. Initially, when I was very young, I had been kidnapped.
Yes, that part we know.
Like Nadia was, and we were separated even after Nadia had escaped. I had very little knowledge that she had freed herself. And then I kind of just got passed around to various highest bidders, people just looking for child labor or other unsavory activities that, who would suspect a little girl. And then, I eventually managed to break free of that life and try to carve out a place of my own in the city. And it wasn't long after that that I had just been picked up. I overheard one of the guards as I was being thrown into the dungeon. This is after we were already inside the castle. I don't think he would have wanted this to be said out in the open, but yeah, they had just one of them had just brazenly said that the first scapegoat had escaped them, and that I would do. I didn't know what it meant, not until I was up on the stage getting loaded into a guillotine.
So you had just arrived in Corvosa.
No, I've always been in Corvosa.
Okay.
Lived here my whole life.
Sorry, when you said passed around, I wasn't sure if it was like cross border or
no,
just in the city or
no, all within the city, just the various, the Gadron Lamb types.
Hey, that guy.
He's dead, by the way. You're welcome.
Yes, and I am so thankful that he is. It's about time that old bastard got what was coming to him.
Couldn't agree more. Dab me up.
She has no idea.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
No idea what that means, but she sees you with arm extended and kind of gives like a half-hearted. She doesn't know if she's doing it right, but she does it anyway.
Oh, this is the handshake, like the advanced handshake. Reef, dab me up.
Reef
Sarah's
doesn't
like,
immediately.
it's okay if you don't understand. He does that to everybody, but I'm sure
everyone cool anyway, not just anybody.
I'm sure that Nadia and Vandilla want to talk, so maybe the rest of us should just let's go get a glass of wine in the other room.
All right, fine. Before I leave, I'm gonna walk up to Nadia and like pinch both her cheeks and like, you play nice. Don't be mean.
Come on,
Don't be
everybody,
angry.
let's go get
I'm
wine.
gonna slap you. I slap Sin.
Slap you back.
I grab both of them and pull them apart and go, toddler time over.
He's the one who pinched me first.
You both started it. You both. I'm ending it. I don't care who started it, who finished it. I'm finishing it. Let's go.
While this is
You,
happening,
uh,
sister,
Sarah is
hang
just
out
kind
time.
of gently
Sin,
herding
you and me-
everybody out of the room.
Bar time. Let's go.
All right,
We'll cause
fine.
mayhem somewhere else.
Yeah, she's just gently herding
Bam.
everybody out of the room.
Okay. So eventually, it is only
that way, sorry.
the two of you left in the room.
Way.
Oh, moved you one too far. And Vandilla just looks at you, Nadia, and she just says, "So, how have you been?"
I've been better ever since getting you safe.
She just smiles.
What about you? How are you? Are you okay? Ha.
Vandilla, she thinks for a moment and kind of just lets go of like a heavy sigh, and she just says, I think I will be. I had forgotten what being free really feels like. So
I know the. Yeah, I know the feeling.
this is new to me, but it's a good feeling.
Yes, definitely yes. Do you know anything about our parents by chance, or I haven't found them yet.
I probably know about as much as you do, and
Unfortunate.
I'm sorry I don't have a better answer, but
No, it's
look
okay.
at it.
Don't worry about it.
Think of it this way. Now we can look
Hey,
together.
Tim,
Yeah. What's up?
is it okay if I hop off?
Yeah, we're gonna end soon, so it's fine.
Okay. It was good shopping with you guys.
Yeah,
Sorry
thank
to
you.
interrupt. I didn't want to.
No, you're good.
I was like letting
Okay.
it play out. I didn't know how far along. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
But yeah, she kind of just, like I said, she just smiles and she says, "Well, we can look together."
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I don't. At least I hope I won't be going missing again anytime soon.
Reef
Nah,
can't
we'll-
help himself. And is just like listening at the door, not saying anything, but like kind of pressed up against the door, just listening. Just being
Sarah would yell at him, but she is also up against the door listening.
There's levitating and pressed up against the wall, like higher up
Oh
for
my
than you two.
god.
I told you I'd protect the Hoard. I'm not leaving. I'm just giving you some room.
Well, you're welcome to stay with our group as long as, please.
You
You're welcome.
I
You're
whisper this
welcome.
through the door. I'm whispering that through the door very quietly.
It's very kind of you. And then she takes a look at your armor and your your holy symbol and all that. She says, "Shaylin, huh? Good choice."
Aw, yeah. Good guy. Good goddess. Good goddess.
Yeah, I've always kind of found solace in her teachings too. I like how she tells everyone that, you know, even if things look bad, there's still beauty to be found.
Yeah, that's I found a poster about her church one day on the streets while looking for shelter, and I'm just like, hey, that seems like a good spot to crash in. I'm gonna go check it out. Would you like to go check it out at some point with me so you can, explore?
I'll go anywhere you want me to. I just got you back. I don't want to lose you again.
Yeah, I don't want to lose you either. I'm gonna hug her. I'm gonna hug my sister.
Yeah, and she returns the embrace. And it's very warm and heartfelt. You know, you can't see her face so much in the hold, but she's grinning ear to ear.
And so is Nadia. Very happy.
So is the faith accepting new members? Because I might want a little bit of that in my life. I see how much it's done for you.
It is. There's a bunch of chaos though. Kind of liked it being alone, but it's a nice change of pace.
Well, I hope that it can enrich my life like it clearly has yours.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure Sin especially will find one way or another to mess.
Oh no, she's talking about
Whoa.
the church, not the Hoard. But you know, she kind of
Oh.
she giggles a little bit at the thought of like, you know, palling around with your group full time. I said nothing about her being a healer. Not all religious types are healers.
Oh, I did. Reef in
I
character
know
is
you
whisper
did.
Yelling.
I know you did.
Yeah, we're whisper yelling at each other and against the door.
Like we're trying to very quietly whisper to each other, or they're trying to quietly whisper. Sarah's
Wait. Since they're whispering, can I roll perception to see if I can hear?
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
through
because
the
we're
door?
all
You
just
can.
being very nosy. We gave you guys your space, but in reality, we're all just on the other side of the door and being like, "What are they saying?"
You can go ahead, make a perception roll, Nadia.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, Sin's whispers are quieter than you can pick up. Sarah is not.
Sarah yelled,
So-
"Shut up!"
so
like,
Sin-
holy, just
Sin is just like
Oh, Sarah!
Sin's like, hey guys, you know, like I think, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. And Sarah's like, yeah, okay, cool, shut up. Like,
yeah, I'm whispering back
To
slightly.
be
less
fair,
than Sin.
what Shara has been shouting does not give them any indication that they've been listening. Because she could be yelling them to shut up for any number of reasons.
That is true. That is
yeah,
true.
that is true. That is true. I mean, that just alerts you to that there is some conversation going on. The other side of the
I've
wall.
given you a riot though because
You-
I'm the one who just whispered
Yeah,
and I
you-
rolled less than her.
You don't know what, but and then given that there is given there's a door between you and Reef, I would say that you would know that Reef is talking, but you don't pick up what he's saying. Like you hear his voice, but it's kind of unintelligible. You're more like focused in the moment that you're having with your sister.
So when Sarah says "shut up," my head perks towards the door, and I'm like, it's nothing, probably.
Yeah, Vondella just says they can say whatever they want. Nothing's going to take away the joy of this night.
We're happy. We're happy. We're happy. Reef's panic whispering, yelling. It's joyous.
I
We're
can hear
joyous. We're
that.
joyous. Ah, no.
Oh, she
Now I'm
can't
gonna
hear
say
Vic-
I
well,
can
now
hear.
she can't hear.
What is
Reef,
Nadia
I
What are you
can
gonna
hear
say,
you.
Nadia?
Oh
Reef,
shit.
I can hear you.
Reef opens the door and a slight crack and just goes, we are hot.
You know, Reef opens the door a slight crack, and Sin and Sarah just go tumbling out. Because all of us have our ears against the door.
Funny, but Sin's levitating, so I'm good. I'm
You
just-
levitate-
You're still
you
putting
still
pressure
fall-
against the door,
yeah,
so
you
you
still
kind of stumble forward.
in air. That's
Sarah
it.
stumbles out, and Reef kind of.
Just standing there behind you, both awkwardly waving, being like, "Oh, hi."
Did you guys enjoy our conversation?
I
Yes,
I
Are you
smile.
will.
English?
I
No, no.
never. We weren't. No, we were cleaning. Yes, right. I was just.
we were
I
getting
didn't realize you were even in here.
we were getting drugs and wine.
We
Well,
were not
I
getting
went to-
drugs.
I went
We
to-
were getting wine, and I was telling Sin and Reef to stop their
guys,
arguing.
guys, I want to mention that I'm giving a sassy smile, like a sly, sassy haha smile.
Oh, I love it. I love
That's
it.
fine. And we are just like, of course you
We're
weren't
just like
listening.
three
How
kids
did
who
you
just got
know?
caught. Yeah, we're like the kids who got caught red-handed with the markers on the wall, being like, were you just drawing on the wall?
No.
No.
No. As a distraction, I throw Shiver at Nadia.
No. I intercept. Don't waste drugs on the healer. They're mine.
I don't want your filthy drugs anyway. No.
Throw more drugs at Nadia.
I'll put them in your pocket so he has less.
Oh no, I didn't think of that.
Vondella looks
I
at
only
what's
ha-
going
I-
on and looks back at Nadia and just says, "Yeah, I see what you mean with this group."
I throw drugs at Vanilla.
I mean, I don't know
She just
what
like
Nadia told
backhand
you.
swats it out of the air. Like,
Like, I don't know what Nadia told you, but you're more than welcome to join us if you want. Or, like, you know, we can help you run. Helping you run is probably going to be the better option, but yeah.
No, join us. Shh. I cover Sarah's mouth with my little hand. Just going, shh. Join us. Well, it's not the better option to leave. No, bad. Hoard forever.
Hoard forever.
Look,
And then I
being
uncover your head.
realistic.
I uncover your mouth and I look down at you and go, I'm realistic too, Hoard forever.
I know, but she's kind of.
Hoard forever. She's under protection of Hoard. I can't. Okay, she needs her own donkey.
She needs her own donkey.
She
I
can have
agree.
mine.
No more donkeys.
She
More
can have mine.
donkeys.
It's fine.
Unlimited power.
No more donkeys.
I'm gonna
Reef
look at
will
her
leave-
and I go, "You're a member of the Horde, and therefore you can have Shrek, Paul, or Fiona. Actually, no, you can't have Paul. Paul is mine.
Fuck off. All's mine.
What? Paul is yours.
Yeah.
You pick Paul first. Fuck. You can have Shrek or Fiona.
You can separate Shrek and Fiona.
Okay. Hear
that
me out.
means we have
Hear
to
me
get a
out.
fourth donkey.
Fourth donkey.
And dragon. Or donkey dragon. There we go.
We already have a dragon and a donkey.
Or we can have Reef procreate with the donkeys and just get more that way.
No, we are not making dragon donkey babies. I already am part kobold. I am a source and a being of magic. My existence would not even be. I literally am against the natural order. It's fine. Anyway, we are okay.
Donkeys.
We are dragons. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum.
Oh no.
We are part of the Horde. You're part of the Horde. If you want to come on adventures with the Horde, I advise you to learn some class skills. If not, and you want to just have the Horde protection and be part of the nobility under the Horde, then that is also true. And the any church that the Horde's a part of is under the Horde's protection. So yeah, if you want to go live at the church, that's good too. Reef says, trailing off.
She can't be a part of the noble house of Nadia.
Yes. It is the noble house of Nadia. Sorry to say, Vandella, you missed out having your own noble house.
It's fine with me.
I've never had a noble house. What the?
Well, welcome to the world of nobility. You didn't know that? You're all nobles. I'm your king. You're my nobles. That's how this works.
Hopefully one day I can meet your prestigious standards, oh king of the kobolds.
You have. You're alive and here and she likes you, so you fit. Ta-da! I mean, of course, I have high standards, and you shall have to do many efforts to exceed them, Brief says, trying to feign any regality with his robe, just like whoosh around himself.
It's quite a flourish.
Yes,
Yeah, he
I
has to
can
try
teach you.
extra hard for reasons.
Yes. No. I mean, yes. No. Anyway, Reef throws their hands up and looks at Vandella, Nadia, Sin, Theo, and Sarah, and just says, "Anyway, you're all part of the Horde. Wherever you go, you're safe and you have protection. Just let us know where you're going, because no one wants to get put on a butcher's block again. I mean, chopping block. I mean, uh, executioner's block, hanging noose thing, Queen's chopping block.
I said
Off
we
with
take
their
over the
headness.
No one wants to
off with
die.
the headness.
Yes."
And to
No one
ensure that
wants
we
to
don't
die or
die,
be
I say
executed.
we take over the crown and make the country an anarchy.
I say we don't do that.
Reef, what do you think? Anarchy.
No.
Anarchy, no. Monarchy under my rulership, maybe. This queen getting her shit together and stop being a fucking little psycho bitch, definitely.
You know, maybe I
I
should
mean,
just
you-
go
you could-
back
you
to
could be-
touring.
You could
I
be a
should
king
just
in
go
an
back to
anarchic
playing
country.
music. Life was so much easier when I just played music.
But then you don't have us.
Oh shit! I said the quiet part out loud.
Yep, you did. And I take your loot out of your bag quietly and hide it in the
You
room.
touch my loot, you die. Put it back. Put it back.
Reef is immediately retracing the exact same steps and motions they have done and have immediately placed the loot back and gone, tiny barge is dangerous.
Any bard makes the dragon afraid. That's amazing. Poor child.
Grumpy healer.
She's the only one in this party that actually scares me so far. You intimidate me, Sin, into doing whatever you want. Nadia, well, is just
Me intimidate you to do
life-giving.
whatever I want? No, I would never.
Nadia is a life giver and is
Yes,
always
you
even
do.
a grumpy source.
Name one
It is a
time
life
I've done
source and
so.
a wonderful source, and therefore anyone in association with Nadia is also wonderful. Theo is pretty badass for just wanting to chill in a grave because he was lazy and someone brought him dinner. That's something I would do. And well, Sarah scares me.
Scary. Sarah like pulls out her guitar. She's like, "How am I scary? I sit
Yo.
here, I play music, and sometimes I miss with arrows."
Pike.
Sometimes.
You're a parent.
Sometimes.
You're a parent figure.
You and your
You're a
pikeness
parent
and
figure,
your
so.
scary bard magic and your compellingness and your wordy word books and your lootness and your looting and your loot playing and there's and
Sarah just
your
starts strumming and playing Bravely Bold Sir Robin.
I'm so glad. Reef just pretty much at this point goes and finds the wine bottle that we were stashing and pops it open and goes and pours everyone a glass and just goes for the Hoard and for everyone's safety and long life.
For the Horde and for anarchy. Go.
Before I can stop myself, I drink it one in saying this, and I guess anarchy a bit too, kind of, sort of, a little bit.
Yeah.
I will drink to our good health, not to anarchy.
To anarchy. What's the matter with you?
See, he knows what's up.
Even the random villager passing by just hears that through the door, just goes to anarchy. What is wrong with you? Fuck the queen!
Fuck
Fuck
the
the
queen.
queen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. All right. You guys cool if we end here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Fun little shopping and RP session. We love it.
Yeah.
I now have to start brainstorming ideas for what Vondilla could become, class-wise.
Well, Ruth has given you a good idea. Cleric number 2, Electric Boogaloo.
This is true.
So
This is true.
we did some shopping. We talked with Vondilla. We learned Reef is terrified of Sarah, which is like kind of sweet.
And we
You put the
bought
fear of
3
God and
donkeys
logic
solely
into
out
him.
of spite of Nadia and Sarah.
Oh yeah, and we have 3 donkeys now.
We do.
They bought them. They just straight up bought them. They are in a big city where beasts of burden are not all that hard to find.
No, Reef is going to continue to buy donkeys.
Oh my god.
Reef's going to continue to buy donkeys and find any way possible to weaponize them, even if it's just for overwhelming numbers and distraction.
What if?
But yeah. All right. So for our viewers, we will not be playing next week. I have family visiting. It is also my birthday next Monday, so I'd like to, kind of just celebrate that with my loved ones. And I'll be back in 2 weeks. There will be some kind of session. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be another one of these types of kind of in between sessions for this campaign. There are some other ideas on the table. I don't want to spoil, but you might be seeing some other familiar faces next time. We don't know yet. But yeah, looking forward to it. And yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks. So I hope everybody has a good night. And yeah, enjoy the start of summer.
Have fun, everyone.
Summer.